Hey, what is good, YouTube? What is good, PlayStation Nation? It is your boy Persona, Gaming with Persona, one half of the What's Up PlayStation podcast crew. And you already know,
I'm a PlayStation fan too.
I'm a PlayStation fan too. Listen, guys, it is another Saturday morning, and you guys already know every Saturday morning, you got to start your mornings off right with the What's Up PlayStation podcast crew. Hashtag WUPS. And listen, man, we got a really good show for you guys today, man. It's gonna be a really good one. But listen, before we talk about anything, you know, because it's a lot to talk about today. And oh boy, stick around for the topics, because listen, when I tell you, those topics are going to be magical. But before we get into anything, you know, I have to introduce the other half of WUPS, right? Because without this other half, we wouldn't be the WUPS crew. You know what I'm saying? WUPS wouldn't be possible without the other half. You feel me? The king of the Bronx, the best lisp on YouTube, Mr. My boy, Mr. Jay Bari. Bari, talk to the people. Oh no, where you go? Bari, you there? Where'd Bari go? Uh-oh. Hey, I think he's muted. Oh no. Hey yo, I think Bari's having some technical difficulties. Oh no. What has happened there? Let's give him a second. Let's give him a second, guys. Oh yeah, this is definitely great for gaming. Shout out to the PlayStation Nation. Shout out to the PlayStation Nation. Hey, Bari, you there? Oh no. What is going on? This is the start of, this is definitely a good start to a good show. Wouldn't you say, guys? Hold on, let me end the call. All right, hold on. I'm gonna end the call. Let me jump back in. I'm gonna start a new call. I don't know what happened. Yo, Bari. Oh no, let me call him real quick. We're gonna call him on air, guys. Let's do that. Where's Bari? Bari's number. I'm about to call him. I'm about to call him. He on speaker. He on speaker. Hold up.
Yo, can you hear me?
I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I don't know what's going on. Yo, we was just talking fine.
I don't know. I got you on speaker in the chat. Can hear you as well.
Oh damn! Like yo, I'm talking. My mic is on. Everything is set up on Discord. Hold up, it's saying that my joint is muted. Wait, hold up.
Uh-oh.
What about now?
Nah, I don't hear you.
Oh, hold up. I think something wrong with my mic. Let me unplug it.
You unplug the mic and plug it back in and see if that works.
All right, how about now? Can you hear me?
No. Go to your sound settings in Discord and make sure that it's set. No.
That's weird as hell, bro.
They don't want us to be great.
Hey, yo, that's what it's saying. The mic setting is good. Hold up. Yeah, we gonna fix this.
Yeah, you might have to restart your whole PC.
Yeah, I might have to restart my whole PC.
All right, so restart it and I'll get the show started.
I'll be right back.
All right. Yo, so you guys here, Bari's having problems, so it's just me today. No, Bari will definitely be back. He's restarting, but we can start the show with just me. So, yo, man, shout out to Enter Cheat Code, man, $4.99 super chat, man. Really appreciate you coming through. He says, first, thanks for all you do to enrich my Saturday mornings. Wow, thank you. And then another $4.99 super chat with Enter Cheat Code. He says, good job, appreciate you. And then another $4.99 super chat from Enter Cheat Code, and he is saying, how do I get in Discord? Is this an open space? I'm new to your YouTube channel. Oh no, so Cheat Code, this is me and Bari. We do a podcast every Saturday morning. It's just me and Bari. It's called What's Up PlayStation. This isn't an open platform for like people to just jump in and out. We will start getting guests on the show and whatnot. Like in terms of like, you know, the chat and whatnot, but this is more of a like a closed platform type of podcast or deal. But yo, listen, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Really appreciate y'all coming through and chopping it up with us every Saturday. As I said, I am your host for this week, Gaming with Persona. Bari, like I said, he's having some technical difficulties for the people that are just coming in. So it's just gonna be me for a little bit, right? So we can start the show by talking about the games that have released throughout the week. Because guys, you already know how we do things here. When it comes to what's up PlayStation, you guys know we are most definitely gonna give you guys the news when it comes to the games. So hold up, let me share my screen. There we go. Right. So for this week, the games that are released this week is Deathloop. The talk of the town this week, Deathloop. Oh man, I've been seeing a lot of people talk about that as well. Both good and bad. We definitely gonna talk about it a little later in the show. But Deathloop, Kiwi, Collateral Damage, Remastered. I remember seeing this game at some point before as well. Dust Wind, The Last Resort for PS5, PS4. Flynn,
Am I good?
Yeah, you good now. There you go.
Hey, I guess. Yeah, guess what happened, Persona?
What happened?
Windows had an update.
Oh my god, hold on. You coming through twice. All right, there you go. Talk. Yeah, go ahead and talk. You good.
Yo,
you good.
So Windows had an update. So when I went to go restart the computer, it had that little bubble. He's like, oh, there's an update. I know something was going crazy. I was like, what the hell? We was just talking perfectly fine. My bad. Continue.
Hey, all right, let me get this out the way.
I was in that dead loop.
Yeah. All right. All right. Let me just call out the games, and then we'll get your intro. So like I said, Collateral.
Forget the intro, man. We good. We good.
All right. Collateral Damage Remastered, Dust Wind, The Last Resort, Flynn, Son of Crimson for the PS4. Gun Ducky Industries for the PS4.
Yo, Flynn, a Son of Crimson is it sounds like a good ass name. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people on the other platform was touting that game. But yeah, go ahead, continue.
Yeah, Flynn. I seen that floating around as well.
Yeah.
Merrick's Market for the PS4. The Explorer of Night for the PS4.
Oh, that sounds like a game you like, Persona. Back in your goth days.
Hey, yo, I was not no golf in school. I was the furthest thing from. Titan Explorer for the PS4. Poker Pretty Girls Battle. Texas Hold'em.
Oh, I'm buying that. I'm buying
PS4.
that.
You dead ass?
I'm buying that. Yes, I'm buying that. It sounds like an easy platinum. I'm buying that.
Hey, yo, hold on. Let me check iBad Driver. That might be a purchase as well. Project Winter Blackout for the PS4. Origami 2 for the PS5, PS4.
Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of people. Well, the industry don't like that game, but Origami was a cool game. The first one was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was. Dojoran for the PS5, PS4. Earth Marines for the PS4. Jigsaw Finale for the PS4.
Oh, that finally came out?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Day one.
Wow.
Murder Diaries for the PS4. Nexomon for the PS4. Oktoberfest Break.
Oh, here we go. We know what's coming.
PS4.
We know what's coming.
Pets No More for the PS4. Tales of Iron for the PS5. I seen this.
Oh yeah, now Tales of Iron look cool. It's like that rat game.
Yeah.
Like
that looked good.
Knights.
Getting New York vibes from that, so I might pick that up. The Amazing American Circus for the PS4, Toem for the PS5, PS4, and Virtual Surfing for the PlayStation 4.
Yo, based off the name of Toem, what do you think that game is about, Persona?
About toes? I don't know. About toes or something? Before we get into the spotlight, let me just get these super chats real quick. Shout out to Enter Cheat Code again for the $4.99. He says, awesome, sounds great. Looking forward to this episode. Appreciate you being here. Enter Cheat Code. Optimus Code Unchained with the $10 super chats. What's up, my fellow Royal Order of Pegasus Nation Elementals? Yes, sir. Shout out to Cheat Code, not Cheat Code, Optimus Code, man. Appreciate you, bro. But yo, listen,
A
guys.
lot of codes in the chat.
Yeah,
A lot of codes in the chat.
codes. It's gonna get a little tongue tied, guys. But yo, so now we are in the spotlight portion of this show, and Bari, you know how we do things here. But for those that are new in the chat, the spotlight is essentially where me and Bari give you guys a game that we think you guys should check out. Right? It could be a brand new game. It could be an old game. It could be a game that we're playing right now. It could be a game that releases 2 years from now. We don't know, but just the point is that we just spotlight a game that we both think the community should look into and check out. So, Bari, starting with you, man, what is your spotlight game for this week?
Spotlight game for this week. So yesterday, I did a like show yesterday, talking about or giving like a breakdown like overview of the gameplay, which is Melty Blood Type Lumina. It's a fighting game. I'm very new to Melty Blood, so like I'm very intrigued just to learn the game, and it just looks like it's going to be a whole bunch of fun, man. So I know a lot of people, you know, have like that disdain look when it comes to fighting games. I was too hard and all that stuff, but this is a fighting game that I'm brand new to, so it's going to be fun to like stream it or, you know, put up videos about it, you know, learn the game. So yeah, I implore everybody to look at Melty Blood Type Luna. It is a new fighting game coming out with PS4, and it looks dope as hell, man. So if you're into like any anime fighting games, definitely go and check out Melty Blood. And it got auto combos, so you guys are good.
Real talk though, Melty Blood is a great choice. I'm very excited for that game. It comes out. When does it come out, Bari? Let us know.
The 30th.
30th of September.
Yep.
Melty Blood. That's a good choice. For me, I'm gonna break the rules. Bari, can I break the rules this week? Can I give 2 games? Is that cool?
You break the rules every week, man, so it's good to go.
So listen, for me, only reason I gave this as my spotlight last week, or Bari might have, but I'm gonna give it again. Listen, Tales of Arise. If you follow me on Twitter, you know that Tales is I've been on that since it released. That is the only game that I have been playing, and my God, this game is fantastic. The story is good. The point of the story that I got to, it is a lot of craziness happening. So Tales of Arise, which is out for PS4 and PS5, really, really good. And another reason
we need a lot of people to start playing that game too, man, because there's a lot of videos. I got over 30 something gigs of videos saved up.
Oh yeah.
But I haven't really uploaded a lot of stuff because I don't want to spoil people. Even though some of the boss fights are already like uploaded, because I can't wait freaking 2 weeks.
They get a week, man. They get a week from me, man.
yeah. We need people to play that game, man. I need to upload these boss fights.
Although I didn't watch for your boss fight series, I stopped at Dolahim. I gotta watch obviously the 4th bosses. I'll watch those today, but I stopped at Dolahim originally because you're ahead of me, so I didn't want to see, and plus I don't want to see your strategy because I want to do my own strategy and then watch yours to see if we kind of did the same strategies of how we fought the bosses. So that's kind of why I hold off on watching your boss fight series. But you're definitely very methodical. That's one thing I love watching your boss fight videos, because you're very methodical, and like the way you do things, I kind of be like, damn, why did I think of that? That's actually a smart way to
I got a game plan, man.
Yeah. I like it.
I want to do damage, and I want to break these cores.
Exactly. So Tales of Arise, guys, is out for PS5, PS4. This is definitely a game that I think you guys should check out and play 100%. This gets the What's Up PlayStation Crew seal of approval, especially if you love JRPGs, action JRPGs. This is a phenomenal game and series. Definitely support those guys.
Highly possible my game of the year.
Yes.
Very highly possible.
Yes.
Returnal is up there. Ratchet is up there, but this is...
I think a spoiler cast is in order once we both beat it, because it's a theory that I want to talk to you about. We'll talk about it off stream, though, about Rinwell. I think you know what I'm going to say. So that's my first one, Tales of Arise. The second one for me is Kena Bridge of Spirits. Listen, you guys know I have been hyped for this game for a long time. Since they showed this game, I have been very hyped, very excited for this game. And this game releases next week, Tuesday. So I definitely want people to check this game out. It's created by Ember Labs, right? The game looks very, very beautiful. It's giving me a lot of a bit of Nino Kuni vibes with the Higgledies, right? And the combat looks good. You know, she can wield magic and things like that. She also has like this staff that she kind of does combat with. Now there might be more than that. We don't know yet because we have to play the game. But it's a cool game. It's only $40, right? So it's low risk for those that might be a bit worried. But I do think this is a game that you guys should check out. It's Kana Bridge of Spirits. Really great
game. new IPs like that, man. These developers, this is their first game that they created, and they're doing such a wonderful job already. Where the gameplay looks good, the story we're gonna figure it about. Like, I feel like a lot of people is giving like a little slander towards the game because we haven't really seen any of it in a long time. And to me, that's not a bad thing. They already gave like 2 trailers, matter of fact 3 trailers, and they had like a gameplay overview, showcasing up to like the first boss or something like that. And that's perfectly fine. I don't need anything more because I don't want anything in spoiler territory. I don't want to learn everything about the game before I play the game. You know what I mean? I want some mystery to be there. And enjoy the story.
Don't like, for any developers that might be listening, and even PlayStation, if you're listening, don't Deathloop your game when it comes to
showing even like your real talk, like Deathloop it's not like I wasn't excited for Deathloop, but they've shown it so much. Is that like there's times where there's games where you're excited to play, but you're playing the game currently. Like I don't want to get off Tails and to play Deathloop because I've seen so much of it. It's like there's no real reason for me to rush to go play the game. They showed me so much. I know what's going to happen in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, then that's definitely one of the biggest negatives for me. But I got it. We're gonna play it. We'll see what's up, right? But yo, so those are our spotlights, man. Let's get to super chats and then we'll get into some news, right? Viper Reek, appreciate you. $4.99 super chat. Says, I don't understand how people say it's dry in these PS5 streets. So many games to play. That is a fact, man. Listen.
I don't get it, bro.
Once I'm done with Tails, I mean, I'm going back to Fist to get that platinum. Then we got Kana. Then we got Lost Judgment. Then we got, I got Deathloop. Guardians of the Galaxy. It's so much.
Chris Tales, Neo the World, and I got so much games I got to go back to and play.
Exactly, it's so much, man. Like, PlayStation Nation, we are eating good. I'm just saying. And Vanny Pan, Van Pan, appreciate you, Vanny. He says, a long time no see, but I'm here now. What up, y'all? Keep doing what y'all do. Vanny, it is good to see you in the chat. Long-time supporter of me and Bari, Vanny. Back when his name was Vanny Pan, now it's Van Pan. Shout out to Vanny. Appreciate you coming through, man.
Shout out to my man Van Pan, man. I ain't seen you in a minute, bro.
It's been a minute, man. I'm glad to see him. I'm glad he's good and he's healthy and whatnot, man. I'm happy to see you in the chat.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And then Magnificent Black, $10 super chat. Appreciate you, Magnificent. He says, hey, wake DP like button. Have a great show, fellas. Thank you so much, Magnificent.
The best part of waking up is what's a PlayStation in your cup.
You could have just said WUPS in your cup. WUPS in your cup.
True.
WUPS in your cup. Oh my God. All right, let's get into some news, Bari. So I think first and foremost, the thing that is most important, or one of the highlights of this week, in my opinion, is this Pulse 3D wireless headset in midnight black. Launches next month, October. More specifically, it launches October 22nd. Bari, how you feeling about this, man? I know I saw you on Twitter. You said that you had picked it up.
I'm gonna just cop it just cause, bruh.
Off
you know what I mean?
Strength, yeah.
Just off the strength. You know what I mean? Like, yo, listen. At the end of the day, headphones is something that every generation I probably have like about 6 of these joints. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean, the midnight black look cool, man. All they really did is just put the black in the middle part. You know what I mean? Like, that's all they really did. But
the head part is the black part now. That's it.
Yeah, I like the white and black better. Like, as far as aesthetics look.
I like the all black better is because it won't get as dirty as quick. You get what I mean?
Let's clean. Let's wipe it down. Let's wipe it down.
Of course, man. Definitely keep it clean. But what I'm saying is, I don't know. One of my favorite colors is black. So all black is. Just,
we know. We heard your past stories.
Hey, yo,
Oh, God.
chill, bro. How you
Oh,
going?
yo, real talk, yo, Persona, my
Yo,
bad.
good.
I forgot about the Midnight Black, and I'm looking at the Midnight Black controller right in front of me,
Yeah.
but it's matched, so it's possible
Yeah.
they might be like a red headset coming soon too.
Ain't no play. Yo, if they come, yo, I'm about to have every color of these things, bro.
Yo,
I
that's what
really
it
love
should have
this.
dropped. Like probably around Valentine's, you probably going to have like a red and black
I
one,
can see, I can see,
guaranteed.
I can see Valentine's Day to come out with a
But they
cosmic, right?
going with every color so far. You got the
Yeah.
white and black, so match white and
Well,
black. Now you got the midnight black and the midnight black.
well, also if you look at like what they're saying to introduce, we're pleased to share the 3D Pulse headset, which is also to kind of be added to the color scheme of the cosmic controller set. So they're definitely making mention that the purpose of the headset is to match the two control, the black controller that they released. So I would definitely put money down that we'll see a cosmic red at some point. Which I'm gonna be honest with you, Barry, because I definitely I'm grabbing these up for sure. I'm gonna be honest. I would if they announced the cosmic red like December, January, I would probably grab those as well. Plus,
Yo, what's cool too with the new update, they added like more like equalizer controls
oh yeah,
for the 3D headset.
we could definitely talk about
So
that
you can
real quick.
customize a little bit more now. So
Hmm.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so like
But yeah, I'm just buy it just cause, I mean, no real reason why I need it, but I just want to have everything matching. I mean, we got games and hardware. I mean, let's get it.
well, I think
You know what they're gonna say? Why are you buying that game? Where I mean, you gotta be a fan when this is mine. Oh, okay, okay.
to kind of piggyback off the whole the update. Well, the in terms of the headset, you can definitely now be more get down to like how you want to upgrade the sound for the headset now. So now they got EQ presets. So they've got shooter. Is it adventure? Yeah. So they have standard, bass boost, and shooter. But you can also now actually like
Yo,
change
that's a
the
good point
whole.
that Jay Run have in the comments as well.
Mm,
He said, "Yo, midnight collection, but no midnight console."
they might release the plates. They might release some
PlayStation, yo,
plates.
listen, I know everybody got their third party official plates, and I want an official PlayStation plate. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. No,
That's what I want.
I definitely want official plates. I'm not to be uppity or come off as uppity, but I like official license, like something that's being made by PlayStation. I just feel a bit more comfortable purchasing when it comes to certain things, and that's one of them.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, that's like you buying like a third party iPhone charger. You know what I mean? I'm not doing that. Do you do that? I'm not doing it.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I do. Well,
So
no.
bad
Hold on.
example on my part.
Well, no. With iPhone chargers, it's certified by Apple though. Like I don't buy a charger that's not MiFi certified. So if it's certified by Apple, then I'll pick it up because iPhone's chargers are too short. So I have a 10-foot iPhone a USB-C to Thunderbolt charger,
Hmm.
and that's what I have like three of those because I don't want that long. I like to hold my phone and like play around with it or with pause.
Whoa, yo, listen, yo, this is a PG podcast,
You
man.
know what I
I don't care
mean?
what you watch on your phone, bro.
You know what I mean? Like I like to use my phone while it charges. So I get the long cords. Pause.
Yeah.
Hey, let's
Nah, I
move
feel
on,
you.
man.
I feel you.
Let's move on. Yo, so to keep it in the realm of PlayStation updates, let's talk about this update, Barry.
A
So
beautiful
you and
update
I
that we had
for like
3 months ago.
for like a month, 2 months. Well, shout out to you because you're the one that got me in. But so the PlayStation software 3.0 or 3.1 or 2 or whatever, whichever one it is, the new update hit this week, right? So to kind of run through some of the major things that you can see from the update. So now 3D audio support for TV speakers. So essentially, what that means is, regardless of what type of speakers you have, it's gonna emit some type of 3D audio out to make it seem like it's 3D audio, even though it's not. So it's like virtualization or something like, so to speak. So now there's support for that, and then M2 SSD storage expansion. So guys, get your toolbox.
I'm a console engineer too.
Get your toolbox,
sir.
because it's time, guys. It's time to open up that PlayStation 5 and put that SSD in. And boy, oh boy, I hope you guys got your engineering degrees, because it is going to take some time and effort to install that M2 SSD. UX enhancements, PlayStation Remote Play app, and PS app enhancements. So now, when they speak about the PS apps enhancements, so now if you're sharing gameplay, and so say me and you, Bari, say me and you're in a party, right? And I want to share some gameplay with you so that you can see it. Like, I can live stream gameplay to the party. Now you're able to see that gameplay on the app, meaning that if you're in a party on the app, you'll also be seeing the gameplay streamed to you as well. So you don't have to just be on the PlayStation to see that, which I think is great. And with
my biggest takeaway from the app is the fact that you can stream without any Wi-Fi connection. So you can use like your 5G connection, your mobile connection.
That's what the
and actually remote play. So it makes it much stronger, much more, like usable in certain cases. So if you don't have 5G, I wouldn't suggest you using it. But on the 5G, it works. I tested it. It works. It's good. And as far as the UI, like I feel like the biggest update for me personally is the enhanced to like the game base, where now you can easily you can view and you can write a message in the parties directly from the game base. So it doesn't like separate it doesn't have the game base and then the messages separate like how you did it before.
Yeah.
So before, if you had like a message and you want to message like a friend or view a message or whatnot, you open up the game base and then it will take you to the messaging stuff, right? But here you can just do everything from the game base from that. So I thought that was a cool implementation. PS Now resolution bumps 1080p, so you can do your stuff in 1080p 60. They also
now they
did
the other thing they did is they separated the PS4 and PS5 versions of games now. So now it's much more clearly labeled which is which, so that a lot of people
which in my opinion it was always clearly labeled, because PlayStation 4 games were always labeled as PlayStation 4 games. Like the PS5 games, they didn't have like a PS5 on there because the console's like, it's a PS5. But what they did here is that now you have the game separate. So if you download two versions of the game, you will see them separately on the actual home screen. But in the like the library, you will see them how they were where they was on the home screen before. So you have like one tab, and then you can go into it and you can pick or select which version that you want to download or play from there.
Well, even in that like the select version tab that you're talking about, even in there, that's better labeled and separated out a lot better. Because remember how it was just like a list? Now it's the actual games with the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5's label on it. So like I really do love that as well with what they're doing with that. And then one of the last ones is you can also now play, and this was I know Bari, you like the whole card horizontal thing when it came to trophies, but I don't know, for me personally, I always like the list, right? And so with this, PlayStation trophies now have the list. So like now when you go look at your trophies and whatnot, it's in a list vertical format instead of a horizontal card format, which for me personally, that's big because I just like that better. You see more, like even in the list format, you see more and things like that, and I just like that a lot better.
For 2 generations, that's what we're used to seeing, right? Yeah. So when you see the PS5 and the horizontal, it was different. But like I said, I got used to it. It wasn't that's not like a game breaker for me. It's not like I'm like a type of person, like when I play a game, I'm not like searching through a trophy to see what trophy it is anyway. Like I like to play through it, get it naturally. Then after I play through a game, then I'll look through trophies. So it wasn't like an issue for me. And then you can always like customize what you wanted to see anyway. They had like, if you want to see the non-earned stuff, you can earn it. If you want to see the rarity, you can look at that. You can sort them. So I didn't really have an issue with it. But yeah, I get that people were used to it. My whole thing was with the update is like, don't take away the option. Like if you already introduced like the horizontal stuff, there might be people that did like the horizontal stuff. So if they want to choose between the two, you have the option to do so. That was my whole thing. I'm not against the vertical thing because, like I said, that's what we was playing for 2 years.
Yeah, no, I agree. I do think that they most definitely should have kept both and just let people choose. And in terms of the whole horizontal, I never really had a problem with that either, per se. But I just just for me, the list just seemed like a much more clean, in my opinion, how I'm looking at it. The list of trophies just seemed much more clean and easier on the eyes for me, personally. So I'm very
Yeah,
happy. I'm very happy about that.
and you also have the trophy tracking, so
Hmm.
you can track up to 5 trophies. Any trophies that you want, you can just track up to 5 of them, and they also work with PlayStation 4 games as well.
Yep.
So that's really cool. Like I've been using them through like with Tails, like when you have them when you have it like when you go to like the game hub thing and you see
Hmm.
like the trophies that you ain't earned, you can just quickly like press the option button or whatnot and like track them,
Yeah.
which is cool.
Yeah.
And it gives you like a percentage as well, like how close you are to achieving it or whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, that was a cool update, and you can customize the control center now too, so you can
Oh
put
yeah, you can move the power
where you
button
want to.
first.
You can put the power button first. Like what I did is I put my profile, I put that like my second option now, or my third option. So I have it like home, game switcher, profile, game base, then no notifications, then game base and all that stuff. So
Hmm.
you can customize it however you want to do it. And I added network in there as well. So I added an
Yeah.
extra thing in there.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, the game base, is this is definitely a very substantial update, and honestly, a lot of the changes and the things that they added are very much welcomed. And shout out to PlayStation, man. They definitely did their thing with this update. I can't wait to see what the next one is because I'm pretty sure that one's gonna be pretty crazy as well when they push
Yeah,
that out.
next major update gonna be like next year.
Yeah, yeah, like next year,
These are
probably
like
like
major
spring.
updates, not these are not like the soft intermediate
Hmm.
into like the lighter updates that
Yeah,
fix shits or fix stuff.
yeah, yeah. The stability patches and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yo, let's get some of these super chats real quick. Yo, Game Over Brian, appreciate you, man. 499. He says, "Good morning, my friends. Great show. The highlights of my week. Hashtag Nicki Minaj. Hashtag Ballgate, New York. What are we doing here? Hashtag Black Nail Polish. Oh my god. Yo,
Yo,
shout out
this
to Game
dude.
Over Brian. And then Bor appreciate you. He says, Returnal is the most enjoyable game next to Iki. That is your opinion, sir, and I respect that. And Returnal is
Returnal is
definitely
definitely up
phenomenal.
there for me.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Definitely up there for me.
The Meat Gamer, appreciate you, man. $2 super chat. He says, TV 3D audio is poop. Needs a lot of work. I'm pretty sure it'll definitely get improved as they get more data back and figure things out, right? And then it's Noel. Appreciate you coming through. They say, what? Love what you
All right.
guys are doing. PlayStation is the best place to play. Straight like that. I love it.
That
I
you know
love
the
it.
vibes, man.
Bari, let's talk about a new character of a fighting game. Your spotlight.
All right.
What? Yo, yes, we are definitely about to talk about this new character for Melty Blood because I'm not gonna lie, this is definitely a character that it looks really interesting. His name is
Dude,
Vlov
look fire.
Archangel. Archangel. His name is Vlov Archangel, and I'm not gonna lie, he looks really good. He's definitely got like some real like boss moves to him. It seems.
He's like one of them edge lords
Yeah.
characters.
He's definitely very like
Real
extreme in how
edgy.
he's doing things. But yo, talk to us, Barry, about this guy. I know you did do a stream yesterday where you were talking about him and kind of just talking about Multi Blood in general in terms of mechanics and whatnot. So kind of give us your thoughts on Vlov and how you feel about this character.
Yeah, man, I'm definitely liking this character, man. He's pretty OD. Like I'm a big sucker when it comes to like guys with like big swords. I don't know what it is. Ice type elemental abilities. Because I think ice is like a really strong like ability in like fighting games because the stun that can happen when you hit somebody with it, right?
Mm,
And this guy, he can switch between modes. So he's kind of like Gil from Street Fighter, where he has the fire and ice type thing. So he has the fire mode that you see right there, and he has the ice mode as well. So he got boss character vibes, man. He look like he got good zoning as well. And the only thing that's troublesome so far with the
oh, that was
character is that
so
he's tall.
nasty.
You know what I mean? He looks like he's want to be one of those tall characters. You know, with like tall characters, their hurt boxes are just much,
Much
larger
larger.
than a regular character.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, probably you can fuzzy this guy pretty, you know, easily. But nah, man, he looks dope, man. He's definitely going to be in the arsenal, like as far as like that secondary character, just to like for other little matchups or whatnot. I'm definitely going to learn it because he looks cool as hell. So I'm with it, man. Like I said, Melty Blood. I like French Bread and their games. I like their art style with their games. It's like it's not all about like this got a little realistic fighting game, but it's more about the flash and like the stupid shit that you can do in the game. You know what I mean? That just can mix people up. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm loving this game so far, man. As far as what I'm seeing, so I'm definitely gonna go like when September 30th hit. We're gonna learn as much as we can, and we're gonna try to have some fun with it, man. But I can't wait for this, yo. Character looks dope.
Yeah, that ice slam that he does definitely looks pretty deadly because it's got like some really good range to it, and it's a nice juggle, it seems, because like even like when he did super, it was like a double ice slam, and then it
Hmm.
like popped the character towards him, and then he did like this ice wall super. I'm like, oh wait a second, like yo,
That junk did
he's
mad
got like
damage.
range like that, like. Because like a lot of people wouldn't anticipate something like that, like blocking, because you got to block that low. From what I'm seeing, that's definitely going to have to be a low block. So depending on the recovery from that move, being able to kind of bait that out, bait somebody into a crouching block, and then kind of do a jump crossover,
Hmm.
and kind of just juggle them up a little bit. He definitely seems he looks really good. I'm feeling him. Pause. And I ain't gonna lie, with Melty Blood, I'm kind of going to be in the lab with every single character because I'm not gonna lie, Barry. Every character looks fun to use, right? And plus,
Yeah,
when
every
you get
character look dope, yo. I ain't gonna front.
yeah, like every character looks really good. Like I haven't seen a character yet from this game in terms of the trailers that I thought, this doesn't look like a good character, right? Now, obviously, the characters that I'm kind of gravitating towards the Carmine type chick, Cecil, and the Homura chick with the three swords. I'm kind of gravitating to those three
Hika.
characters. Hika, yeah, I think that's her name. But every character looks really fun. Plus, when you go in, plus for those that are new to fighting games, when you going into fighting games, it's kind of good to know what all characters can do, so that you can kind of understand matchups when you go online and not get washed, right? So, that's definitely the lab will definitely have me, you know. But so that's vlog, guys, for Melty Blood. Remember, guys, Melty Blood comes out September 30th. So definitely check that out,
30th.
sir. Bari, you want to see a boss move? Because this is a boss move right here. I'm not gonna lie. So the CEO of Shift Up, right? And we know that Shift Up is the development team, Korean development
Hmm.
team behind Project Eve, right? That game's looking
Hmm.
phenomenal, right? So the CEO, excuse me, Hayute Kim, to celebrate the successful showing of of Project Eve, he went and bought 260 PlayStations for his team, for his development team, and they all
Oh,
got a
that's
PlayStation
boss.
5. Well, to be more specific, 260 PlayStation 5s for his team, and they all got it. And then when they came in, every PlayStation 5 was sitting at their desk. I wish my
No,
job would do
no
that for me.
digital versions too. All disc.
All disc versions, right? So they going out and buying that disc. But Barry, tell me this not a boss move. The reason why I put this in here is I was like, yo, that's like hella dope, and that's a dope boss move. Like, talk about it, Barry.
Yo, listen, man. This is definitely a boss move. Imagine coming into work and there's a PF5 right at your desk, bro. Like it's like, oh damn. I know I've been using the dev kits and we've been working on it. We presented this game running on PlayStation 5, but I don't have a PlayStation 5. And boom, 260 of them is just in the office. You know what I mean? I'll be one of those dudes like, yo, you gonna use that? You know what I
Yo,
mean? So I
yo,
can, I can
like,
secure a second one.
like, hey, you
You know
want
what I
that? You
mean?
don't want that, man. Go, let me
You
get
want
that real
that? You
quick.
gonna use
Let me
that?
get that.
Nah,
You
use
don't
the one in
want
the
that.
office, man. Use the one in the
Yeah,
office. Let
use
me
the
get
one in the
that.
office. You don't
You
need
know what I
that.
mean?
Yeah, that's
Yo, but what's crazy is that how did this man just get 260 PF5s just there to consume. There had to be some type of hookup from PlayStation.
Well, see, here's the thing, Bari. When you making games, when you working with PlayStation and you putting great games onto their platform, I think PlayStation gonna make a way for you to award your team. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna go further. I think this game is gonna be a PlayStation 5 console exclusive. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you telling me if this was on other platforms, you of course you're gonna be buying the other platform as well, right?
That's a good point.
Ain't just gonna buy 260 PlayStations for everybody in your office that is working on this game that was shown at a PlayStation showcase. You feel me? Like, yo.
Well, that's a good point though, because I don't know too many CEOs, even like CEOs that are partnered with PlayStation. I don't know too many doing boss moves like this, especially if your game is going to be on all platforms. Doing something like this, just because, like, when you're doing, and again, this is just me kind of on the outside looking in, but when you're doing business with, like, PlayStation or, like, Xbox, or with multiple entities, it's good to remain impartial so that you're not showing any type of favoritism with certain things, unless they pay, right?
Bruh, this is 130K. That's on consoles. And this is not including tax. This is not including shipping. This is not including none of that. This is the base retail price and how much you bought. 130K.
Oh, nah, we talking taxes and everything. We're talking maybe 150, 160, and then, like, that's just tax. Shipping, we're talking like probably another $3-4 grand.
Bruh.
You paid a lot. Yeah, you paid a lot.
Hey, where the studio located again?
I believe they are a Korean-based studio, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I need a second PlayStation, man.
Right? I'm about to go out there real quick, like, hey, bro, hit your boy up with an extra.
I should have kept all the ones that I had, man. You know what I mean?
I mean, I was trying to make some extra money. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, so like, shout out to Shift Up and that team. Project Eve looks like a phenomenal game. I can't wait for it.
They'll be coming back later on in the show.
Oh yeah, they'll definitely be coming back with that later on in terms of our topic. But yo, let's move on to something else a bit more. I don't know if we could call this controversial, Bari. I don't know. I'll let you decide. I don't think it's necessarily controversial, but we'll talk about it. So, Kazunori Yamauchi, the creator of GT7 at Polyphony, he did an interview recently, and he kind of gave us a lot of details on, like, what we can expect when it comes to GT7, right? So, a couple of the highlights from the interview, Bari, is it includes real-time weather simulations, simulation in time, so a day-night cycle, improved version of GT Sport damage model, crossplay between PS4, PS5. They didn't speak to PSVR support. Interested in bringing back past features. So I think for GT, the big GT fans out there, I think you guys, that's up in the air, and you guys can kind of play around with that. But he also mentioned that he also commented on in order to play the single player campaign for this game, an internet connection is required. And he said the reason for this is primarily meant to prevent tampering with save data. Only the arcade mode can be played offline, and so that was the decision that Kazunori made. And I know the other thing that kind of came out as well was that in terms of ray tracing for GT7, ray tracing is only visible in the garage and through replay. So through real-time gameplay, ray tracing is not present. So there are two things that were really controversial there, Bari, from me. That controversial in terms of, like, how the community or Twitter, let's say Twitter, how Twitter will take that and kind of run with it, which is the whole ray tracing thing, and then obviously the online connection being required to play the campaign. But Bari, talk to us, man. Speak to how you feeling about this interview and a lot of the information that came out.
So what he's saying as far as the online thing here, he said the requirement for the online connection isn't specific to the cafe per se. It's just to prevent cheating overall from people trying to modify the save data. So that is the reason for the online connection. And just to update, on the feature itself. It has two functions to it. One is to direct the user to the next objective meeting, and also to get them to involve collecting some things of those cars. And the other is to, when they come back with the cars they asked to collect, it gives a bit of background history for the culture and the history behind the significant cars they added to their collection. So yeah, it's not like the only reason why there's an online connection that you need there is so you can prevent cheating, because people's gonna try to like spoof things with their save data and try to get like cars that they probably didn't even earn or whatnot, or try to duplicate things, you know what I mean, so they can sell off cars, you know what I mean. So that's the only reason why you have that connection there, because I know a lot of people say, oh, you need online to play, but they're not going into the specifics as far as why you need an online to play,
Yeah.
because they cherry pick in the interview. As far as when it comes to the ray tracing stuff, yeah, like when it comes to like console war and stuff, like, you know what I mean, I was definitely a participant as far as like, oh yeah, GT is going to have ray tracing, the other competitor on the other platform ain't going to have it. um this is the next gen racer, so it's still the only next gen racer that's currently out. But I didn't even see that they was going to have the whole dynamic weather thing. So that comes into play because, we don't really see that a lot in race as far as like a dynamic weather system. Most of the times it's like something that you can just like manually pick if you want to have specific weather coming into the races and stuff like that. So that's a big kind of change because the weather, the time is moving in real time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm guessing that's going to add like a whole bunch of, other things there when it comes to the game. But yeah, the ray tracing stuff is a bit of disappointment just to hear that, because this game looks so good. The stuff that they show the ray tracing off, it looks so good. That would be cool to have that there in the race as well. But I'm pretty sure they're probably thinking like a lot of people's not even focusing on reflections and stuff like that while they're racing. You know what I mean? Yeah, they probably focusing on like probably like the rear end and all that stuff, the rear view mirror. But not as far as like, oh, the light is reflecting off of the car, because most people's going to be driving the like cockpit view anyway. So yeah, I can understand the reasonings, but it's still a little disappointing there. But you're still going to have it there. But yeah, like the online connection, that's not a big deal in my personal opinion, because yeah, they don't want these fucking cheaters in their game.
Yeah,
you
like
know you
when
know
you
how
when you
people
when
are.
you when you when you put it like, because when he puts it that way, that makes a lot of sense, right? I mean, me personally, I wouldn't have a problem with online in any capacity, in my opinion. But you know, to prevent cheaters, I welcome that wholeheartedly. Like wholeheartedly, I welcome that.
Yeah, but in the interview, they telling you right here, like people is ignoring this part of the interview. My man says, Yamauchi, he says the requirement for online connection isn't specific to the cafe per se. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That he give you the reason. It's just to prevent cheating overall from
Yep.
people trying to modify save data. Because, like I said, people's gonna copy. Like, say you earn a big car, you're gonna copy it, try to modify your save data so you have like this car like a whole bunch of times, and then you can sell it for a lot of money for parts and stuff like that, so you can hook
Yep.
up with the cars that you have.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that's the only reason why it probably is there. Just to prevent that stuff.
And even
These motherfuckers cheat.
and yeah, and that is definitely something that a lot of people omit when it comes to putting out this information. Is the fact that they give you half truths or only give you the part that supports their narrative, which Bari, I've said this before, you've said this before. It's very disingenuous to the viewer, then very disingenuous to the reader, to the listener, whatever. I think it's very important to give all the information and let people make a decision for themselves on how they may feel about that, right? In terms of the ray tracing, I do think that, you know, let me be okay. Let me just be. I'm gonna be very forward, right? This is what's up PlayStation, but I'm be very forward here, right? So brace yourselves. When it comes to the whole ray tracing thing and things like that, a lot of that really is like Barry said, console war stuff. That's not really things that GT players care about. People that's playing GT don't give a shit about none of that. The game, and the funny thing is, the game looks so beautiful in how it looks now, right? That's all a lot of people really care about. Obviously, now the ray tracing thing, you know, when you get to like the whole console war and back and forth banter, debating and which is better when it comes to GT or the competition, that's where that type of conversation can kind of be had, and you can really get down to the nitty gritty in that regard. But when it comes to people that are actually going to go out and play this game, people who have been clamoring for GT and things like that. I don't see a lot of people really holding something like that in such in such a high regard to where they wouldn't want to play the game. A lot of people want GT7. They've been wanting this game for a very long time. So I think with that, but at the same time, it is disappointing because, when it comes to games like Spider-Man and things like that, and you see what Insomniac is doing, you would hope that GT would go to those lengths as well. But I do think,
But they are going to that lengths.
No,
They add in dynamic weather.
No.
That wasn't in sports.
You're right, and I agree with that 100%. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is in terms of the ray tracing, because ray tracing is the new hot thing on the block, right? This gen, right? And I remember, I forgot who said this. It was a dev that was saying this. I forgot who said it, but I remember one dev saying that when it comes to ray tracing, it's still something that's very new when it comes to developers working on it and implementing it into their games. So it's hard to find developers that are extremely versed in ray tracing. So everyone is kind of learning it at the same time. Now, I'm not trying to make excuses, right? For that console war side of things, but I would love to have ray tracing in the game. I would, in terms of like in the actual race, and we may see that later as they continue to put updates and stuff like that for the game.
Yeah, and another thing, he has another comment about the online connection. So Yamamuchi says that the online connection is required for campaign mode, but the only part of the game that doesn't require online connection is arcade mode because that has no effect on save data. So that's possible. But anything that has to do with save data requires connection. For example, things like delivery data as well. That's something that is downloaded from an online server. So yeah, so everything that has to do with something when it comes to save data, they have an online connection in there, and that is to prevent the cheating from a lot of people that would do that stuff. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So if you're one of those people that wants to play the campaign and you don't want to be online for some strange reason, don't get the game.
Yeah.
But if you already have PlayStation Plus and you're already playing the game or whatnot, you can just get the game and you'll be good to go.
Yeah.
Well, I know how cheating can be in these games though, and I know how people use these save data.
You know about it firsthand,
bro. That would be one of the first videos people gonna put up, like, yo, how to duplicate your cars and all that stuff.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep, you're right. Yeah, never underestimate this community when it comes to that stuff.
Never, bro. People cheat for everything.
That's a fact. So, pretty interesting interview. A lot of good things came out of that. I'm still like excited to see the game in person, and I want to see it on my OLED. So I'm really excited. And I know for the GT crowd, I know y'all are really excited about that as well.
We'll put up mad screenshots too.
Facts.
Y'all know.
Hey, facts. You thought Tales of Arise was fat.
Yo, Tales, I ain't even put up the screenshot. I'll post some video.
I still got I got like 20-25 gigs just sitting, screenshots and video. Y'all not ready for that. But all right, let's move on to something else a bit. Matter of fact, speaking of Tales, since we talking about Tales, let's go ahead and talk about this, man. So one thing I am extremely, extremely happy about is that Tales has sold 1 million copies already. I'm happy. Let's get the clap sound.
I just want to congratulate the PlayStation Nation. Because of us, this game has surpassed over 1 million in sales in less than a week. And because of us that enjoy games for what they are, that would take the risk to play a game, new, old, whatever it is in the series. Because of us, gaming is striving. You know what I mean? Because of us, this game is successful. The fastest selling Tales game yet. Because of us.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
We did it.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Pat yourself on the back. We did it. The PlayStation Nation did it. We did it.
That is a fact.
This is why we get these great deals. This is why third party wants to work with us. This is why people are hey, we're going to create a new studio so we can create a PlayStation exclusive. This is why the PlayStation Nation, the Pegasus Nation, the Royal Order needs to be respected in these gaming streets. Huh? Because we buy our games. The most optimal way to support developers is to buy the game outright.
That's a fact.
Huh? You enjoy a game, you don't want to wait for a service to play a game.
great for
You
gamers.
buy the game. Thank you, PlayStation Nation, because you told the industry that we don't rely on services to enjoy gaming. We are following what we always did when it comes to gaming. For 20 years, 30 years, 40 years plus, we buy our games. I'm sorry, Persona.
Hey, I love it. So I think we can definitely expect to see Tales of Arise on next month's NPD list chart with 1 million sold. Absolutely. And listen, I'm really happy, man. I'm gonna be honest, because one, Tales, and listen, I'm a new age Tales fan, right? I tell you guys all the time, I started as Asteria, right? So I started last gen on Tales. Pause. And listen, man, this series is so great. I really do want people, and especially with Tales of Arise, when you look at like older Tales and you look at this Tales, like, you know, the aesthetic of the game, how it looks is just so much more. It's so much larger and bigger and much more well done, because obviously they switched from Unreal Engine 3 to Unreal Engine 4. But the story in this one is just so compelling, and it's really, that's no exaggeration, guys. It really is a good story. Combat is great. This is such a great game, and I'm happy that it saw 1 million. It has seen 1 million copies sold in a week. In a week, guys. Like,
The fastest selling.
yeah, I'm happy, man. I'm really happy. Shout out to the people that went out and supported it.
This news came in less than a week, because the week is actually yesterday. This news came like Wednesday, like it hit
Yeah,
1
this
million.
came
So
Wednesday, yeah. So less than a week, this game sold over 1 million. Shout out to Tails. Shout out to
we
Bandai.
did it.
Yeah.
We did it. The
Literally brought the
PlayStation
game.
Nation did it. The Royal Order of the Pegasus Nation did it.
You know
We
what-
did it.
You know what this means, right, Bari? We'll definitely be seeing another Tails game in the very near future. You know, they won't.
Absolutely.
They won't
Absolutely.
put the Tails series, you know, dormant. You know how like some IPs go dormant and we never see them
Listen.
again for like 5-10 years, and then they try again.
Oh, facts. Oh, facts. Yeah, exactly. For what? It sold. And the thing is, too, Bandai Namco, don't disrespect us again like that. Huh? You're out here putting this game out on Front Street on other different platforms other than the PlayStation platform. Are you crazy? Huh? Are you crazy? Bandai Namco, I know you're listening. Are you crazy? Don't let it happen again.
Yeah.
You're lucky we love your games. Don't let it happen. You know who's buying your games. You know who's supporting your games, who's double dipping on your games, who's getting the collector's edition of your games. Don't let it happen again.
Not only that, but you know, I definitely want to see more games being made on Unreal 4 and much more sooner Unreal 5.
They moving on from Unreal 4 now. I think it's gonna be 5.
Yeah, it's
So
gonna be
5 is
5.
as efficient from what I'm hearing.
Yeah, it's efficient. So I definitely want to see more, especially since Epic is making UE5 much more accessible to everyone, free of cost, and it's easier to move your assets in and out. So, you know, with UE5, I definitely want to see them. I definitely want to see more Japanese developers move to UE4 or even UE5, because look how beautiful Tales of Arise looks.
Look at the change
at
when
how
it came to
great it
Dragon
is.
Quest 11.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Dragon
12.
Quest 11 is a beautiful game. I mean,
it's 11. It's 11. No, it's
yeah.
11. Sorry, 11.
11 just got
yeah.
announced.
Yeah, 11. 12 just got announced. Sorry about that. Sorry.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
with DQ11, look how great that game. Yeah, look how great that game is.
It kept the same aesthetic, but visually it was more popping. It
better.
was beautiful.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
and, like-
Same thing with Tales. Like Tales got the same aesthetic here, but you can just tell
Visually.
there's just more graphical detail going on. There's more detail going on in the game. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. So shout out to Tales. It's a great game, guys. Definitely go check that out. Let's get these super chats real quick. Yo, Andre Clay, appreciate you for the $5 super chat. He says, "What up, PlayStation Nation? You guys over there playing greatness, Psychonauts 2 and Deathloop. Thanks to Uncle Phil."
Yes, sir.
Oh man.
That's my man Andrew.
but you're not. Okay, anyway. Yo, Optimus Cole, appreciate you, man. $25
Yes,
super chat.
sir.
He says, preach my Pegasus brethren. Buy your games. That is a fact. That is a
Yo,
fact.
it's a simple concept, Code, man. It's a simple concept, and people are trying to fight against it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You've been doing this simple concept for over 20 years. Why is it so look the test now? You know what I mean? You've been doing when you was a kid, you wasn't thinking about no service.
Nope.
You wanted to play a game. You was doing your mowing the lawns, you was washing your dishes, you was taking out the garbage, you was hitting up Miss Peterborg across the street, say, hey, you need any help washing your windows? Just so you can get your
Mowing
little
your
coin
lawn?
so you can buy your game.
Facts. That's a fact.
Now all of a sudden you tell people, yo, buy a game. Everybody's like, oh, buy a game, but it's in the service.
I still prefer services, Mr. Jay Bari. I'm just saying.
Oh, he's back.
Miss Pond said you just had to say that. But yo, let's move on, man. Yo, all right, so let's talk about this real quick, man. So the the former Capcom USA CEO Kenshiro Urata has joined Sony Interactive Entertainment (SIE) as the new senior VP and head of the Japan Asia Partner Development and Relations Division. That's big. The appointment was shared on SIE's Japanese website along with the renaming of the aforementioned division. Urata has served as the head of Capcom's USA and Europe's business division for almost 10 years between September 2011 and August 2021. Listen, man, that's kind of big because from what I'm seeing, Urata was definitely an integral part of getting a lot of those Japanese games over to the West. So, what do you think this partnership is gonna? What do you want to see from this what's happening right now?
I mean, this. I think a lot of people. I think we're looking a little too deep into this. You know what I mean? He's just going for another job role to another job role. You know what I mean? What significance this have is that the resurgence of Capcom as of late, you know what I mean, can probably put a little hype towards this as far as, oh, this guy was a former CEO, you know what I mean? And as of late, Capcom they've been doing really well with their remasters, and they're bringing back certain franchises back. Monster Hunter has been superb. I don't know, maybe because some of those relations that he has with Capcom, you might see something like an exclusive deal with PlayStation now, you know, because, you know, he's head of Japan and Asia Partnership Development over there. So, yeah, he already has those relations, you know, with the West, you know, I mean, the East over there. So, yeah, I don't really see anything concrete that he's going to bring. It's just more, it's a speculation as far as what he can do just based off his prior job.
I'm gonna speculate and say that I definitely think, because especially with a lot of people thinking that PlayStation has, you know, kind of left Japan behind and whatnot, I definitely do think that with him coming on board, you know, it's definitely going to strengthen or continue to strengthen and build and grow more relationships between Japanese studios and other Asian markets to come to PlayStation and put their games on PlayStation and work with PlayStation. We already see with the China Hero Project and a lot of those games, which is something that PlayStation started and trying to highlight a lot of Chinese developers and highlight their games and put their games out there on the market. We already see, you know, PlayStation back in that. Then we see, you know, a lot of this support from a lot of other Chinese developers and you know, Korean developers with, you know, Shift Up and what they're doing with Project Eve, right? So I think with him coming on board, this is just, I think, cementing what PlayStation has already done, right? Because we can't ignore what his background was and what he was good at, right? There's a reason why certain people get into positions like this, and it's to serve a specific purpose. Him being the one with the head of relations and whatnot, and strengthening Asian partnerships through Capcom, that is something, that specific skill set that he has is something that PlayStation wants right now. So what we may see from this is definitely seeing a lot more localizations of maybe this, and again, this is just me speculating, but I think a quicker turnaround of localizations for certain Japanese titles that are slated to come to PlayStation but take a bit longer. We might see PlayStation devs kind of help them along with that process or whatever the case may be. Who knows? But I do think that PlayStation players will more so in the West will see the fruits of this hiring.
Yeah, like I'm saying, like he's gonna definitely help in the relationships, and partners, over at Japan and Asia. I think PlayStation's already been strong there, but somebody that has been working at Capcom for all those years, especially the resurgence of Capcom. Yeah, I can assume that we're gonna see some type of inkling, soon when it comes to this new hiring for this with my man Urata. You know what I mean? So, but it's nothing much we can say but to speculate about it.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Barry,
It's not like he has a statement. It's like, yo, I'm going to bring all these games to PlayStation. You know what I mean? Like,
no, there's no
we want you
there's
to,
no
but
statement.
he ain't.
But again, looking at his role at his previous job, I think it's safe to say, at least to kind of move in that direction of what the expectations is for him working at PlayStation. Is it fair for us to at least say that?
Yeah, I'm not saying that you can't say anything. I'm agreeing, but I'm just
Oh,
saying
okay.
that that's all we can do.
Oh yeah, yeah. Listen, I'm not saying that. Oh yeah, Capcom about to get acquired from. Nah, I'm not talking none of that bullshit. Cause I'm good. But I do hope that we can see a quicker turnaround of Japanese titles coming to the West. That's my hope, right? But yo, Bari, let's talk about some delays. Cause delays are good. Cause delays make a game better. Um, so
We love delays, even though all the games get delayed in 1 month. My wallet. But yeah, delayed.
My
Gamers,
wallet
bro.
can't handle. So Battlefield 2042. They were scared of that cop. I'm sorry. Battlefield 2042. They put out a statement and they pretty much said, "We've made the decision to shift the launch of Battlefield 2042. The game will now be released worldwide on November 19th, 2021. So about 2 weeks after the release of Call of Duty Vanguard. COD Vanguard releases November 5th. And they continue to say, building the next generation of Battlefield during a global pandemic has created unforeseen challenges for our development team. Given the scale and scope of the game, we had hoped our teams would be back in our studios together as we move towards launch. With the ongoing conditions not allowing that to happen safely, and with all the hard work the teams are doing from home, we feel it's important to take the extra time to deliver on the vision of Battlefield 2042 for our players." Can I ask a question? Yo, this is gonna sound really like shitty. I really want to ask this question. What does like a 3-week delay really do? No, I'm really, I'm not trying to be an asshole.
I was gonna ask the same question, dog.
No, I'm really not sure. Like, if they would have delayed it by like 3 months, if they would have delayed the game by like 3 months, it's now it's coming out in March or something like that, or whatever. I'd be like, oh, okay, but delaying the game 2 or 3 weeks, because the game was originally slated to come out October 22nd, so about maybe a month, a little under a month. This game is being delayed. What does that really do?
Hey yo, I think like they already had like a pre-delay message out.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Yo, November 19th. And the excuse they have here is the pandemic and COVID and all that stuff. It don't line up. It don't match. You know what I mean? Like, building the next generation of Battlefield during a global pandemic has created unforeseen challenges for development teams. Given the scale and scope of the game, and we had hopes our teams will be back in the studios together as we move towards launch. Brother, you delaying this game like 3 weeks. You know what I mean? If like, you ever heard of somebody say they're not confident in a delay?
No, I'm not.
No, right?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not confident in this delay here, because I've heard bad things about the alpha or the betas that they had. They do have an open beta coming later this month. Or the update for the beta, open beta is coming later this month. I think the beta is gonna come in October.
There's an open beta though, like where anyone can play.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
I'm
it's
gonna
gonna be in
try it.
October.
I'm gonna try it. Go ahead.
But yeah, I mean, you know, what I mean, I think Battlefield. A lot of people's anticipating this game. You know, what I mean, a lot of people went out there and spent $130 or $50 for the ultimate pack. Yeah, this game better be pristine.
You know what I think it is?
You know what I mean?
Now I'm thinking about it. I think the delay is to give them more time to build out the patch.
Oh yeah, of course. That's what the delays are.
Like no, a patch,
are for.
like a patch for the game. Like, 'cause I don't know. Like, and again, I ain't no dev. I don't know how the processes work. Like, I'm not gonna even sit here and pretend like I know, right? Like, we really are. We are in the dark when it comes to that. I'm only speaking off, like, you know, on it from the outside looking in. But I don't know. I'm just looking at like a 3-week delay, and I'm thinking to myself, you know, for a game of this size and caliber, how much, how good is an extra 3 weeks gonna do? What good is an extra 3 weeks gonna do to the game? And I'm asking that.
They're gonna be crunching.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they definitely crunching. You know how the community. I don't like crunching, guys. It's not good. It's not fun.
I can't support a game with crunching.
Yeah, you know they're crunching. Like, I don't care what nobody says. They are definitely crunching.
Y'all better like crunching. Some of y'all need to do some crunches. That's why they don't like it. My bad. Let me stop being messy, but yo, at the end of the day, man, Battlefield. Hopefully it comes out good because yeah, you need that online shooter to be like on point. You know what I mean? No issues at launch. I'm not saying it's gonna be perfect, but you don't want to have no major issues at launch. So yeah, I understand the delay.
Well, let's ask the real questions. The fact that it's now releasing after COD. Should they be worried?
Nah,
Like,
I think
is there a cause
both
for concern?
games. No, I don't think nobody should worry because they hit a different audience when it comes to both games. Like the gameplay is different. You know, the people that like COD is gonna play COD. The people that like Battlefield, they're gonna play Battlefield for a couple of months and go back to COD. That's just that's just how it always goes. You know what I mean? So that's the life that Battlefield has chosen for ever since it came out. So people gonna play. People that play COD only play COD. People that play Battlefield, they play Battlefield and COD. You know what I mean?
No, real talk. That's a fact. That's a fact. A lot of people that play Battlefield, they definitely gonna play it for like 2 months. They come back to COD. Well, I don't know, bro. This COD not really that great, bro. I'm gonna be, I played the beta, the open beta, like the actual team, like with like team deathmatch and everything. Yo, Bari, I only played 3 matches, bro. It's not good, bro.
For COD?
Yeah, for Vanguard.
Yo, I haven't even touched it. I was thinking about touching it tomorrow. When is it up?
It's up till tomorrow, like night or something, on Monday. I played it yesterday actually. I played it for like maybe an hour or less. I'm being honest. It's not good, bro. It's not good.
I want to give it a try so I can speak about it, but I know I'm not gonna like it. But
it's not good.
I definitely want to give it a try.
It's not good, bro. It's not good. And I'm using an MP40. The movement is bad. It's just not good, bro.
Yeah, and you know what's frustrating? You have these Call of Duty bums that be like, yo, yeah, Modern Warfare engine is amazing. Like but when they tell you about Modern Warfare engine is amazing, all they talk about is the graphical stuff for the game. Like you're not talking about the actual playing the game. The engine is garbage. Yeah. Anybody that really plays COD will tell you the engine in that game is garbage. And then when I keep hearing people say, "Oh, but Cold War, oh that game sucks and this and that," I'm like, yo, people that really enjoy playing Call of Duty, they on Cold War. But the movement, the gunplay is on point. Yeah. That Modern Warfare engine is I don't like it at all, man. It's garbage.
What makes this COD so bad too, Vanguard? Because you can shoot through shit. You can shoot through stuff now, like walls and all that. So like even if you're running away, you still get killed because the bullets are traveling through, like breaking the walls and. It's bad, bro. Yo,
and the sliding is off as well.
No, there is no slide, bro. What do you mean? Yo, you slide like half an inch, You don't go nowhere,
Oh
bro.
my
It's
God,
it's terrible, bro.
the
And
jump,
then
the jump is
sprinting,
mad short. Like,
and then the
yo,
sprinting. So you know they got the double tap sprint, but when you double tap sprint, it's only for like 2 seconds, and then it goes back to the slow sprint. I'm like, yo, and then you can't double tap sprint after that, bro. It's
it's garbage,
it's
man.
bad, bro. I
Yo,
cannot
yo,
play
yo,
this.
Stardust said that Cold War engine is trash, especially the movement gunplay. You are
Oh nah.
crazy.
Oh no.
You
No,
are
no, no,
crazy.
no. You
You are
Stardust,
crazy.
you have seen them cause Sunday streams. You know damn well that is a lie.
Yeah,
Absolutely
you
not.
are crazy. Yo, you can't maneuver how you can maneuver in Cold War, like in Modern Warfare, like you can in Cold War.
Nah,
You
yeah,
can't.
you can't. You can't.
And just playing that alpha, I already knew like, yo, your movement is limited. They don't want you to move
Oh,
like that in
but
these games,
Bari,
bro. They want you to sit down and mantle up on a wall.
but Bari, I'm running around with an MP40. That's a sub. I'm running around with an MP40 like I'm carrying an LMG, bro. It's
Yeah,
crazy. Yo,
because
it
the
is
sprint out time
crazy.
is dumb
It's
slow.
too
Yo, this is the
heavy.
problem with
I feel
Sledgehammer,
too
yo.
heavy in this game, bro. I'm like, bro, I'm using a
Sledgehammer,
sub.
they had the same issue with World War II. The sprint out time, the ADS is just mad slow for these for a submachine class. It's slow as hell, and they always gonna come 6 months, 3 months down the line. Like, oh, we updated the
We listened.
yeah, that's that. Yeah, Sledgehammer did that with with World War II. They did the
Yep.
same thing. And
Yep.
the fact what makes it worse is that now you're doing the same thing like you did in World War II, but you have this dog shit ass engine aside of with it that promotes don't move. So
Yep.
it's gonna be garbage.
Yep. But to move on to a
But I'm
second,
gonna play it this weekend. I'm
yeah,
gonna
play
give
it,
Tails
play
a
it.
break. I'm
Yeah,
gonna play
play
it
it.
this weekend.
If you play it, let me know. I'll hop on. All right, so move on to a second delay, right? Now this one I'm actually not surprised about. In this game, I'm actually worried about, right? But I'm not gonna read this whole thing. We're gonna just skim this. But Dying Light 2 has now been delayed, right? And so and like I said, I ain't reading this whole thing. It's a book, but we'll read some. He says, hello everyone, thank you. We have important news to share with you about the development progress on Dying Light 2 Stay Human. It has always been our company's goal to build transparent and honest communication with our community, fans, and gamers. Every day, we strive to grow in this element. Can I stop right there for a second? Yo, I don't know like who writes this shit, but let me tell you, man, gamers, how do I say this politely? Stop buttering. You don't gotta butter gamers up with this type of shit. Like, we big boys and girls. You get what I'm saying? Like, just be like, look, man, we need more time. You know, our deadline needs to be like, I don't know. I would just appreciate a dev team that was a bit more forward. Like, instead of like putting a lot of this butter. I guess because I'm a very blunt person. So I think some of this stuff, like, you know, this whole beginning section, and I get it. You got to remain professional. Everyone's not going to be like me, right? I understand that, right? So I understand why this has to happen. But sometimes when I read this stuff, it comes off as fake sometimes. So I'm like, listen, man, I need more. I mean, this is why I could never be a developer. Because you know, if I was developing a game for y'all, I put on Twitter straight up like, yo, look, guys, my team, we need more time, man. Like, you know, we thought we was gonna have it released this time. We need more time. The game, you know, we'll get you a date when we feel comfortable, in our product. Like, you know, that's what I'm saying. Anyway, so then he says the team is steadily progressing with the production, and the team is nearing the finish line. The game is complete, and we are currently playtesting it. It is by far the biggest and most ambitious project we've ever done. Unfortunately, we realized for us to bring the game to the level we envision, we need more time to polish and optimize it. This is why we have decided to move the release date to February 4th, 2022. We're sorry to keep you all waiting a little longer, but we want the game to meet your highest expectations on release, and we do not want to compromise on this. What's your thoughts, Bar?
Yo, in my opinion, I feel like this is the best message we got for a delay.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? They're
I should have read a little bit
transparent.
more. Yeah, they definitely would kept it a buck.
They're transparent. They're keeping it real. The only thing is that in the words of the great Cloud Strife, not interested. You know what I mean? I'm not interested in the game per se to like buy day one. I think February is a bad month. You know what I mean?
month.
I think December they had a clear sale in December, but now in February, oh my
It's
goodness,
DOA.
good luck.
Because
Good luck.
2 weeks prior is Elden Ring, January 27th. No, Elden Ring comes out 28th.
Jesus.
January 28th. So a week later, it's Dying Light. That's DOA. And then a week or two later, a week later, King of Fighters, Sifu. And then a week after that, it's Horizon Forbidden West. Absolutely not.
The only thing that's
Absolutely
weird
not.
to me is the fact that they're saying the game got delayed to February, right?
Yeah.
But then in the next paragraph over, or the next column over, they're talking about, oh, but the game will be in hands of content creators in the press, so they can talk about it. So you guys, whoever that's anticipating this game, you know what I mean? Like, yo, like, what's the delay for then? You know what I mean?
But do you see what I mean, Bari? You see what I mean? You see what I mean? What? This is the same thing with what you call that game? Cyberpunk.
Oh yeah, yep.
Everybody named Mama was swearing this game was the best thing since sliced bread. This game's gonna be a great, amazing, blah blah blah. Now granted, they're not hyping this Dying Light 2 up as high as they were with Cyberpunk, but having media and content creators and all this stuff have access to this and playing it and trying to give reviews off of what? Is this a finished product, or like what are you giving me a review off of? Because that's the stuff I don't like. Right? It's like,
if the game need time, what the content creator going to talk about?
But it needs time for everyone, because why would I listen to what a content creator has to say about a game that you just told me a week or two ago was not ready to be released to the public? I understand these are content creators and media, but they still are the public. So what information are they going to be giving me that is going to be substantial to where it's like, oh, okay, even though they're still working on it and it got delayed and it's buggy and all this, we're still going to tell you our thoughts. I wouldn't want to hear somebody's thoughts on a buggy mess.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, like the game got pushed back, but the preview for the game ain't get pushed back. So I don't think the previews are going to be strong either. You know what I mean? Like, yo, if the game is not ready and it's not complete, and you got to push it back 2 months, or because the game was going to come out, it was going to come out December 8th or something like that?
Yeah, December 8th.
It was going to come out early December or mid-December. Now it's coming out early February. Like, what? How strong you think these previews are going to be? You know what I mean?
Unless,
unless they getting book bags, they getting shirts.
Yeah, that's what I'm
they
saying,
getting
bro.
Dying Light 2 socks.
Yo. Yo,
people gonna be on Twitter like, yo, look what came in the mail.
Check out my care package, guys. Oh,
I got buttons, guys. Dying Light buttons.
Ooh, Dying Light cufflinks. Hey, yo, that's a fact, though, bro. It's like, yo, what preview are you giving me that is going to be a substantial or accurate preview? The preview needs to be pushed back to at least January, if anything.
It's no different than the Deadloop previews when they gave the previews the week before the game was gonna come out, but the game got delayed to September.
Yo, listen, I was gonna be honest with you guys. I was gonna give this game a chance. I was gonna do my end of year pre-orders around next month after, right? Dying Light 2 is definitely gonna be on that list. But I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to scrape that off the list. That's gonna be a summer buy next year.
December. I think December was a cool time where you're like, you know what? I'm like, say you're not interested in the game, but you in December, you know what I mean? You just want something new to play. Oh, play a game, and Dying Light 2. But now that it's coming out in February, to me, I'm not getting the game.
No, I'm not buying this. I'm not buying this at all. It's not getting none. But see, here's my thing. Have some of these studios not learned from Cyberpunk when it comes to this stuff? Because I don't know, like, I just feel like, again, I just can't get over the whole previews portion. Why? Why preview a game that you just delayed?
I get the Cyberpunk comparison, but Cyberpunk to me was like a different thing, because that came down to like management
I understand that, but what I'm saying is when it comes to the state of a game, the game was still getting previews and people were playing versions of the game that they deemed to be fit. Like, so like, is Dying Light devs going to control what they can and can't play? Right? Like, is it going to be a vertical?
Absolutely,
slice?
It's going to be like a vertical. It's going to be like a vertical slice.
Yeah, it's going to be
They're going to spruce that thing up.
Oh yeah, and that. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. That's that cyberpunk. That's that cyberpunk shit.
Nah, cyberpunk, regardless of the vertical slice, it wasn't good.
No, yes, I understand that. But what I'm saying is, when they first showed off Cyberpunk, they showed off that 45 minutes of gameplay, which is a vertical slice outside of the actual development of the game. So all of that they saw wasn't even or played, that wasn't even in or a part of the actual game. That was meant for the press. So going back to this, and the only reason why I'm putting this out there is because Cyberpunk burnt a lot of us within this community, right? A lot of people were hyped for Cyberpunk and couldn't wait, and CD Projekt Red is the best thing since sliced bread, and I was blind, now I could see type motherfuckers. You get what I'm saying? But now when you look at it, right? When you look at the tactics and the things that were done, and when you look at what even developers were saying when it came to that stuff, when you look at things like this, and I'm not speaking more so of the delay is fine. I'm speaking more so about the fact that you would still do previews for a game that you said you needed to delay because it still needs to be QA tested and things are still not on the up and up. That's what I'm saying. So what is the preview going to be on? If it's going to be a preview within what the current state of the game is, I personally don't think that's wise. Unless you're doing a vertical slice. Unless you're doing a vertical slice that's outside the development process of the game and trying to shut that off to give people content to talk about that, I don't think that's wise either.
Yeah, but vertical slice don't have to be outside of the game. A vertical slice can be just like a piece of the game.
Yes, I understand that, but what I'm saying is after prior to
yeah, I mean you're saying Cyberpunk because what CD Projekt Red did, but not every developer is going to do what CD Projekt Red did. You still got to judge it off of what the actual dev did, not just cast assumption that these motherfuckers are going to do the same thing that CD Projekt Red did.
I'm not casting assumption. What I'm saying is prior to CD Projekt Red doing what they did, we wouldn't have thought nothing of this because it'd have been just, right, all right, cool, whatever. But the fact that it after, post CD Projekt Red Cyberpunk, doing things like this are going to be looked at under a different microscope now because of what has happened with CD Projekt Red. I'm not saying that the Techland and Dying Light 2 are even moving like that. But what I'm saying is because of what has happened within the industry when it comes to things like this prior to Techland, any dev moving like this moving forward is going to look a little spooky because of what has happened with Cyberpunk and CD Projekt Red. So I think when it comes to delays and still doing previews and things like that, those things should be moved. I feel like the previews and things like that should be delayed as well to not cast any doubt and it just not look spooky. Because for me personally, having it still being able to do a preview next month, October, and the game was slated for December, but now it's slated for February because of QA issues and all this other stuff, and still doing a preview, that looks spooky to me. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying
I agree 100% with you. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying CD Projekt Red is their own little CD Projekt Red.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
I'm not going to compare every delay. I mean, yeah, it's going to be the thing to do, but it's not fair to the developer either. Regardless, I'm not interested in the games. I'm not even defending them. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying.
Hey, look, I ain't picking that shit up, so I'm good. Let's get these super chats real quick.
I get where you're coming from, because I think it looks spooky as well. Like, how the fuck if the game is delayed, the preview should be delayed. You know what I mean? But you're trying to put. I'm saying. Yeah. You trying to put like good air, you know what I mean, and people, through word of mouth. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Is these previews going to be real? Like, are they going to be real with it? I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because, here's the other side of it too. They've been having a lot of developmental problems as well. And this is the first time the game got delayed. They were having dev issues, people leaving, big people leaving and all this other stuff. Let's move on, because I could talk about this all day. Let's get these super chats. Showwan, appreciate you, man. 199 super chat. He says, I'm here to be that guy. Shout out to Showwan, appreciate you. Yo, Viper Reap, thanks so much for the super chat. He says, they did not think the wording for the delay through. That's what I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying, right? Andre Wilkins, appreciate you coming. Appreciate you coming through, man. He says, Xbox fans had the nerve to say Dying Light 2 got delayed because devs were worried both releasing next to Halo incomplete. Halo is gonna yo, Andre Wilkins, you gotta chill, bro.
Hey, Andre be on that. He be on them facts though.
That is a fact.
He be on them facts though. Shout out to my man Andre, man.
Henry Heck, appreciate you, man. $10 super chat. He says that CD Projekt Red is different when that joint was announced. I wasn't married or had kids. That ish came. I put a whole. But wait, wait. I kind of stumbled on my words because I read ahead of myself and I started laughing. I'm sorry. He said that ish came. Put I had the whole ass family.
He said, "Yo, when that junk got announced, my man was single, ain't mingling. Now when the junk came out, my man got a whole family.
Got a whole family, bro. That man said, "Respect my time. I got a wife and kids."
Respect my time.
That's how long they was developing that
Yo,
game, bro.
that's a fact, bro. Jesus, I appreciate y'all, man. All right, let's move on. All right, so Battlefield and Dying Light 2 delayed, guys. Let us know if y'all still gonna pick that up. All right, so moving on,
I've seen
man.
a few people saying they gonna get Dying Light Day 1.
Listen, Dying Light is a summer title. I'll buy it in the summer for $5. Yo, so listen, so Cory Barlog and Cory Barlog had an interesting interview. It was Cory Barlog and the game director for Ragnarok, Eric Williams. They had an interview with a YouTuber by the name of what's his name? Captain Kuba, right?
You talking about Kuba? Yeah, Kuba. He's a big God of War fan.
Yeah, big God fan, right? So there was a really, really interesting interview that he did, Eric Williams and Cory Barlog. And so Kuba asked one of the questions about if there was going to be a third game, or like how, what was the reasoning behind wanting to end the game in a second game. And so Cory Barlog, he spoke about how, the development cycle, and guys, I'm paraphrasing here, right? I'm not gonna go verbatim. I'm paraphrasing, but essentially, Cory Barlog says, the development process for God of War took 5 years, right? This next one is going, this one took about four years or so, right? He said he didn't think it was fair to have fans. First off, he didn't want the team to be working on one game for 15 years. Essentially, it would take 15 years to finish this trilogy. And two, they had other things they want to work on and do and whatnot. And, he just didn't feel that it was necessary to do a third game. He felt like getting it finished in the second game was more beneficial to the team. And again, guys, I'm paraphrasing. That's not what he said verbatim. I'm paraphrasing a bit, right? But Bari, what do you think about this?
Hint. We got other projects we want to work on.
Yeah, what do you think about this, right? Because this is interesting. This and to me, it's interesting because the development process when it comes to games definitely does take a long time, especially when you're trying to make games on the caliber of what PlayStation does. They're definitely going to take some time. I mean, the time between Last of Us 1 and Last of Us 2 is like 7 years. The time between Uncharted 3 and Uncharted 4 is like 5 years. So the more grand these games, the time between Infamous Second Son and Ghost of Tsushima is like an entire generation. We saw Infamous Second Son at the very beginning of the generation for PS4, and then Sucker Punch's next game, which is Ghost of Tsushima, was at the very end of the generation. 6 years or so. So when we're looking at
the games are growing, in scale.
No, they are. I'm not minimizing that, but what I'm saying is I'm using those as examples of what Cory Barlog is saying when it comes to how long games take to make. Right? They take quite a bit to make. The time between Sport and GT7, or even better, GT6 and GT7 is an entire generation, if that. So when it comes to how these games or how long these games are taking to be made, and people wanting games to grow and get bigger and more grand and all these different things, I can understand the thought process behind them wanting to devote as much 5 years or whatever time they need to tell the entire story in 2 games as opposed to 3, because it gives them time, frees them up to create more other games and work on other projects and things like that. What are your thoughts, though, Bari?
Yeah, my thoughts is that he got other shit that he wants to work on. At the end of the day, creating video games is stressful, especially in the time and period that we live in with Twitter and all you fanboys that's in the chat that's complain about everything. Oh, this character color needs to be this. This character needs to do this. This character needs to do that. These devs are tired of y'all asses. Look at Cory Barlog when he first introduced God of War. The man hair was black. The man is all full of grays now.
Yo,
he is sick and tired of y'all DMing him, messaging him about his goddamn game that he created and how he should be creating it. He don't want to hear from you dudes that haven't created no game. Let these dudes create their game so they can be stress-free. They already got to worry about deadlines. They already got to worry about budget. Now we got to worry about you Twitter-ass pro devs that be telling these people, oh, Kratos needs to do this. Kratos needs to do that. Why his arm looks like this? Why does this do this? Why this ball fight has to do this? Shut up!
Why he getting in a boat like this?
Yeah, man.
Stupid.
They already
shit.
got other stressors they got to deal with. Now we got to deal with the fan that's stressing them out as well. So yeah, I don't blame him as well. Finish up the goddamn game in two games and keep it moving so you can work on your other projects so you can learn about what the other fan base gotta stress out about or complain about next. You know what I mean? Sometimes these processes can be tiring. You know what I mean? Like yeah, these are characters they created and they love. But the fans sometimes can kill that shit. Like, damn, these motherfuckers ain't happy with what we did here. And I'm not saying don't be critical, but some of these people just be like, yo, they act like they know what the hell they be talking about. That's why you be having Code break down shit. And even when Code break down shit, you guys act like you still know what he's talking about, or he don't know what he's talking about. And you don't have the job requirements or the experience to even criticize what these people are talking about. You know what I mean?
Well, yo, I agree with that 1,000,000%, man. Like, and don't get it twisted. You know, when it comes to being critical, I definitely do think, you know, it's okay to be critical. Like, you know, sometimes I'll ask, like, cause even I don't like to like bother devs too much. Like, I'll ask every once in a while, oh, where's factions? Like I did like a week or two ago when they put something out, I'm like, yo, where's factions? I hope we see factions. But you know, there's people that are like bugging these people and harassing them, and when they don't get what they want, they're being like really negative and disgusting and racist. And there's a lot of this, you know, Twitter and social media in general. I won't put it on Twitter. I'll put it on social media, right? Social media in general is a very, very negative place, right? It's just a cesspool of negativity. There's a lot of positivity there, but there's also a lot of negativity. I agree with Bari, man. I think with a lot of, and this is why I say I could never be a developer, right? I appreciate and commend the work that they do, and I respect them. But if I was a developer, I wouldn't be on social media at all. I would just create my games. I wouldn't be on social media. I wouldn't be on no social media because I'm the type of person. I'd be like, yo, and forgive me for my language, guys. It's gonna get a little R-rated for a second. Who the fuck are you? You don't know shit about what I do here. Like, yo, get the fuck, yo, keep it moving, man. Fuck out of here. Like, that's really how I would be, and I don't want to be that way.
Look at raising Kratos. Look at Corey's hair then. And then look at the latest interview with Corey now. Yeah, the man is stressed out, man. He got his own personal life. Now he's creating this game where people are just constantly complaining. They introduce a new character with Anger Boga, and they say, oh, this character don't need to be black. She need to be white. So adding more stress onto these developers. Of course you're going to get two games. They want to move on.
Yeah, unnecessary stress, too, because it's just like, even because I follow Corey, and even when I see, like, he just posts regular shit, like with him and his family, him and his kid, right? They out doing shit. You'll see the comments, and it's like, so God of War right now, is it this? God of War, Kratos, and I'm like, damn, bro, the man can't even, like, he can't even have, like, a social media, he can't even post just, like, his life on social media without people, like, bugging him and about the game and
look
this.
At this persona. Look at this.
And all that.
Look at this.
What?
Put that on the screen. Put that on the screen, bro.
What?
Put that on the screen. Put that on the screen, Persona.
About the
Persona. Listen, you know me. Put that on the screen.
I got you. Yeah, I got you.
Look how young and vibrant the man was looking. The man was having fun. Oh, we talking about God of War. Oh, we making new God of War. Oh, I'm having a blast. Look at Corey now. The reason why he's not the creative director because of stress.
Followers will think it's
Look at
because
the man.
working
He's
on us.
smiling and cheesing.
Yo,
Now
he
when we see
look
Corey,
so
he's
young,
doing
yeah.
these cynical, sarcasm tweets, sarcastic tweets. You know what I mean?
Yo, he
The
look
man
really
is
young
stressed
here.
out. Look
Oh
at him.
my
Look at his
god.
hair.
Oh my
Look at
god.
his hair. Go to
He
Corey
look-
now. Go to Corey. Go pull up that interview. Pull up that interview with Captain Cuba. Pull up that interview with Captain Cuba. Look at Corey now. The man is stressed.
Yo.
I'm not surprised at all that they want to finish this series
Bro,
in
that
2
man's
games.
entire beard is gray, bro. Jesus.
Go to that man now. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
Jeez.
That's not a I'm happy smile. That's like, yo, we can't wait till this game come out so I can work on different shit. I'm tired.
Yeah.
The man is stressed.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right, man.
Hey, listen. It
Yo,
takes a
listen,
lot
I
to
don't
create
blame.
greatness.
I don't
It takes a
blame.
lot to create greatness. It takes a lot to put on that PlayStation fragrance. You know what I mean? But we got to be respectful to these developers as well, man. Yeah, be respect. Do your criticisms and stuff like that, but be respectful, man.
They're saying that
These
they're
people are stressed out.
in the raising Kratos thing. They're saying that video is from 11 years ago, like when they were showing.
Yeah,
him
that's what I'm
that
saying.
young-
That's
that
that
young.
from starting the game to now. You know what I mean?
I mean,
yeah,
I
it's a
mean,
big difference.
I mean, all right, Bari, what you my brother. I ride for you, bro. I mean, 11 years is a long fucking time. I mean, people change in 11. Now, I'm not saying that a lot of that change that we're seeing now isn't attributed to, again, the fans and stuff like that, but some of that might also be age as well. You don't think so?
I'm not negating.
Do you look the same now that you looked 11 years ago? Like exactly the same? Or you look older?
I'm a little bit heavier, but I'm not. I don't have a whole head full of grays and beard full of grays.
Fair enough.
You know what I mean?
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair.
At the end of the day, yeah, I get age and all that stuff, but yo, it's not only the age. Just look at the things that they're doing. New creative director. He said it. This is a thing that we normally do in Sony Santa Monica, where we have a new creative director because of stress. He said it in the interviews with the PlayStation joint.
Yeah, he did.
He said it here in this interview with the Captain
well,
Cuba.
damn, he said he only 46. Oh damn, he only 46. Then yeah, that's stress, man. That's definitely stress. Yo, listen, I appreciate Corey Barlog. I got a lot of respect for him. A lot of respect for a lot of everyone at Sony Santa Monica. But I agree, man. I definitely do think like, yo, a lot of people within this community, they really can beat down on the dev, man. And I don't think that stuff is, and that's why when I put my thoughts out on social media, I just put them out there. I'm not tagging, like, you know how some people, they'll tag all these devs and the studios and all this and bugging them and this. I don't do that, man. I put my thoughts out there, bro. And that's it. I just put it out there because that's how I am. But like, yo, a lot of people can really be extremely negative and extremely toxic. I hate using the word toxic because it's just such an overused
Look
word.
what Gorilla got to deal with Aloy. You know what I mean? Aloy come out. Oh, she's chubby.
She's chubby. Or she don't look like woman enough and all. And I'm like, bro. But see, that's the thing, bro. That stuff. A lot of that stuff is, because we've talked about this before. And actually, was this on I think this was on Code Spaces or Strictly one of the Twitter Spaces I was in last week. But it's one of those things where a lot of people within the gaming space, they try to use that. They try to hide behind the guise of gaming to push their negative agendas, right? Because never mind Aloy. Just to stick on the topic of Aloy, never mind Aloy being in a hot ass tropical fucking jungle with all these deadly robot dinosaurs, animals and shit, sneaking through water and woods and all this. Never mind all that. Like, she's got to have on mascara and eyeliner and shit. Like, come on, man. Like, but that's the type of stuff where, like, that's people in real life. That's them pushing their ideologies, their real life ideologies onto gaming and trying to hide behind the guise of, oh, it's gaming. It's, it's not, it's really weird, man. It really is weird. But it's a lot of messed up people. Let's get your super chat real quick. Yo, OC Reed, man, appreciate you for the $5 super chat. He says the question we should all be asking is how the hell Insomniac Games dropping quality games after quality AAA at a fast pace because Insomniac has 400 plus people, and they're efficient, and they also
got two
all
studios.
well they all see. Here's the thing that people need to understand about Insomniac. Insomniac's got like 4 different game directors. They got Brian Norton, who worked on Miles Morales and is now working on the Wolverine game. He's the game director. Brian Ithar is the game director for Spider-Man 2018 and now Spider-Man 2. 2 separate teams working simultaneously on 2 separate projects. So Brian Ithar is not holding the blunt of the responsibility for really the Marvel properties, right? Miles Morales was created by an entirely different team.
I'm giving the credit to Ted Price, man, the CEO. Like, he knows how to manage his studios. You know what I mean? They're saying that they're not crunching, but they're still getting these games out at quality level. Yeah, they have 400 plus people in their studios, but the man knows how to manage a studio, bro.
Oh, yeah,
it's not like we should be surprised with Somniac. They've been pumping out games for PS4, Xbox. They've been pumping out games for a minute. PS3.
Look at their catalog. Just look at their entire catalog. They've been putting out games like close to 20 plus years now. Like every year they're putting out something, almost. So I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised. They are a well-oiled, efficient machine. And excuse me, maybe Ted Price needs to do like a conference with other PlayStation studios, explain his strategies. Teach him how to. Yeah, you might have to explain them strategies to some other teams because
I'm pretty sure a lot of people got eyes on them now. Now you got 2 Marvel properties being created. I'm pretty sure they're not going to be releasing far from each other. You know what I mean? But that's insane, bro. That's insane.
Insomniac is carrying the start of this generation, man. They released 2 games, 3 really, because Spider-Man Remastered.
Yo, they releasing games and they updating their games, bro.
And announcing new games. Yo, their productivity right now is through the roof, bro. I am impressed. Naughty Dog, get on the horn with Ted Price. Go talk to Ted Price real quick, man. Talk to Ted Price, man. My man's want to talk to you, bro. He tried 212 with you for a second. All right. So that's the news. Let's talk about this topic. All right. So first off, let's talk about does the Project Eve, I think her name is Eve, right? That is her name, right?
Yeah, her name is Eve.
Her name is Eve, right? Cool. All right, so let's talk about Project Eve real quick. So a video was circulating about Eve's, well, pretty much her all right, let me clean this up. So
her ass and tits,
her
man.
Ass and tits, but her body, right? So a video from Alex.
Her goodies.
What's this guy's name? Alex Battaglia or something like that. So I guess he was talking about Project Eve, right? I just want to play this real. It's 39 seconds, right? I just want to play this real quick so you guys can hear it, and then we'll talk about it.
I'm mute
for that. The one thing, I know you were talking about the character from a bygone era. I do think the character model was actually like very distracting in not a good way, because like with the camera angles chosen, it just felt like this game seems like a game that came out in like 002 in terms of its, like character design. It's like a bit old and not flattering, I don't think, for a modern audience. In comparison to something like Forspoken, which has, yes, it has a much more realistic looking character designs. It's not these hyper proportioned something or another's, but it also seemed, I don't know, a bit more grounded in a way that I found much more appealing than.
All right, so you heard what he said about Project Eve and how in the game he felt that her hyper proportions. So I guess, to put that in layman's terms, unrealistic or overdone proportions. Also, he spoke about the camera angles used when showing off the trailer. And we're going to play the trailer while we talk about this, right? And so, my whole thing is this. When it comes to Project Eve, Bar, you can unmute, by the way. When it comes to Project Eve, I was watching this gameplay, And yeah, I definitely noticed that she definitely got a dope body. I don't think this is hyper unrealistic or over or anything like that. Cause like I was saying in Twitter Spaces, you can walk outside and find, especially out here in New York, you can walk. Yeah, I'll walk outside my where I live right now, and I'll see 30 women that look like this, but I'll also see heavier set women, skinnier women, iron board booty women. Like, you see a bit of everything, right? Right. But, um, so like, but I see, and even like, where I work, I see women that look like this every single day. So I don't think anything about this character model is unrealistic, nor is it hyper proportions. Because again, her body is dope, but not knowing her body is unrealistic in terms of the shape or proportions. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like it's too big
It's
or
too
nah.
big or too. Absolutely fucking not. Right. But I don't see an issue. And even with the camera angles, I don't know. Like, I didn't really notice what he noticed, and maybe because I was more focused on the gameplay, that I'm in her like slashing and fighting and whatnot. But I didn't really notice anything that was like too.
That's exactly what I was going to point out, because at the end of the day, the only reason why he's saying that is they focusing on that stuff because that's what he wants to focus on. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on in this game where, like, yeah, in the cutscene they have like a camera angle going through her
Alright, so
legs and all that stuff.
he might be saying something like right here. It's like a camera angle like this, like like hold on. All right, hold on. Let it play. All right, so
He talking about the beginning where he does that little cutscene. Where he did a cutscene where the camera angle is going through her legs and her ass is being shown and all that.
I
But
mean, what the fuck, man? Like, yo, what you talking about, bro? Like,
yeah.
what? Okay,
Like, the end of the
continue.
day, like, yo, she looks like a regular Asian woman. You know what I mean? I don't see no issue with her. Like, yo, if you can play games like Bayonetta, if you can play games like Nier, there's many games that have like sexy characters. Tomb Raider. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand how this is an issue here. So what if the female is wearing a skin tight, battle armor or outfit? You don't know the story. All you're doing is assuming what this character is just based off her look.
But what if she
You're
want?
basing the game
What
off
if
of a
she?
character look.
What if she feels sexy like that though? What if she want to look
What
like
if it
sexy
what
like
if it
that?
has nothing to do with feeling sexy, just like her battle armor? You
No,
got
yeah, like
different
what if
armor.
it's her armor? Yeah, like no, it's multiple things. But my thing is, why does I don't know. In my opinion, I'm looking at it like, why does that matter? Was the gameplay
Why
good?
does showing curves offend people so much? Like, yo, is that not representing other females that have that stuff? I've heard the most dumbest like reasonings behind people defending Alex is like, yo, this doesn't represent all females. Like, how is it supposed to represent all females? Not every female is shaped like that, of course, but there are females that do have bodies like that. You know what I mean? I don't get people,
And
man.
there's
Weird.
a lot of women that aspire to get bodies like this. That's why you see a lot of women in the gym doing butt crunches and all this other stuff because they want a bigger booty, right? But also, again, when you look at a lot of games with female leads that have released, again, I talked about this in the Twitter space. Selena, an older woman, very average, average looking, a good looking woman, but she's older. Aloy,
Celine had a nice body in her.
she did. She had some cakes back there. Um, Aloy, you know, I don't
Aloy
know.
fit. She just got a whole bunch of
She
armor.
fit,
That's
yeah,
why you
she
don't really
fit,
see it.
yeah, and Fat Princess. I mean, there's a lot of female characters in these games that they all aren't the same body type or face structure or whatever the case may be. But my whole thing is why does the developer have to conform to I'm trying to like be PC about
My
this,
my
man.
my whole thing is
I'm trying to be PC.
how is this distracting to the player? You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, I think I know. All right,
they
so
making it.
he talking about right here. I see. He
Yeah, the
talking about
beginning here. These cut scenes right here. This is what he's probably talking
yeah.
about.
Hold on, let me go
But
slow.
like, there's so much stuff going on, but that's where you're focusing on. You know what I mean? There's other stuff going on there. You know what I mean? Like, yo, who's not gonna look? Like any man is gonna look. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's a female that looks
yeah,
good.
talking about
But
right
the thing
he
is,
seen
she's
that.
not real.
My man seen that and was like, yo, I can't look at nothing else.
Yeah, like he probably just got in a relationship. He's like, yo, I'm committed. I can't look at this fake female.
Hey, yo, he saw this shot right here and was like, hey, yo, what's up?
My new girlfriend's not gonna like this.
No, not this. What happened? What happened?
You know how dudes be acting when they get into a relationship. They act brand new, like, oh, I can't look at that.
Look at that, guys. That's against what I want to do. Yo,
my newly wifey will
that
not
shot
approve.
right there. I don't got no issues, man. I don't see an issue, and really, I don't even see a lot of people having this issue. I mean, I think it's over.
Like the words of choice is weird to me. He said distracting. What is distracting in a cutscene? This is like a cutscene part.
But that was like 10 seconds, bro. Even this part here, where she's falling out of space, like I don't really see nothing. Me personally, I don't really see nothing distracting here, where that would have me like, oh wow, yeah, like I can't focus. Now, you know, I don't know his situation or whatever case may be, you know, but I really don't see anything that would be cause for concern or whatever. But, you know, again, you know, my whole thing is with this dude, like, you know, the problem with these white knight dudes like this, man, they be like a lot of them, they be weirder than the people they trying to like call out when it comes to some of this stuff. A lot of these white knights in social media, they be weird, bro. But with stuff like this, stuff like this, I don't see no issue, man. Like it's regular.
And the dude said it's a character design that's not up with the time, right? And I'm just like, that's not even true as well. Like, yo, you can tell like how people are just limited with the games that they play. And they don't play a lot of games. Like, how was this character design limited to the times, like in like a early 2000s or something character? Like, no, it's not. No, it's not. Because at the end of the day, you're basing off of one battle armor. In this trailer here, they show her in like a suit and tie kind of thing as well.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You're gonna see like another outfit that she's wearing.
But how's the gameplay? It's crazy that he went to this and not the gameplay. I don't know. Like
that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, look, there's another battle armor that she's wearing right there when she's jumping around, and she's gonna wear like a suit. She's gonna wear like a pants and like shirt and a tie. You're gonna see it soon.
I don't understand like why like that was like the first thing.
Like, yeah, I get you talk about the look. Yeah, look is gonna be important, but yo, it's a video game. You play it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just the look.
I think also what I think a lot of people have to understand is like when it comes to other cultures and like places, this ain't America, bro. Like this is a Korean studio. This ain't America. They're how they view women or how they want to do women and things like that. It ain't going to be in line with your views. And
see right here, you see it? She's in a different outfit right here.
Yeah, I see it. You got.
Yo, but it's not even a cultural thing because like American video games have females, you know, looking sexy and all that stuff too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think this man just wanted to target this game, you know what I mean, for some strange reason. Because it's not like you don't have other beat 'em up games or hack and slash games that have characters that's female like looking like this. Bayonetta does the same type of poses and same type of ass views and all that stuff in her games in the cutscenes. You know what I mean? There's and they do it on purpose in Bayonetta 1 and 2. And guess what everybody's waiing for? A Bayonetta 3. You know what I mean? Is that design 2000s? Come on, man. Dude full of shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, not every female cover up. You go on Twitter right now, you're going to see females not covering up. Like, they're going to show off their assets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If a video game want to have a female showing off her assets, that's under the creator.
Yeah.
Stop trying to pigeonhole these creators and what you think they should be creating. That's why I tell you, these motherfuckers, these devs be stressed out, man, because of people like this dude.
Well, I
like
think,
stick to the analytic part of the video game. Nobody want to hear
That's
your
why-
opinion about how you think about these females.
That's why I really think a lot of these devs, they really don't like talking to the media. I really think they don't like, and that's why I say, yo, devs, man, come talk to us. Cause we ain't questioning you about the way the fucking character titties is and all this other shit.
Yeah, we gonna talk about the
We're
gameplay.
talking about the game. Like, you know, man mentions this, and obviously it's a short clip, right? So it's part of a much larger video, right? But what I'm saying is, this is why a lot of devs, I believe, they won't say it. I personally believe they don't like talking to the media. And that's why PlayStation.
Yo, and they just uploaded another new picture of Eve too. This junk look fire. She got like a tie on in her. Yo, her outfit to me looks fire, bro.
Yeah,
It looks
let me
fire.
go to her.
Yeah, I'm about to tag you in it. Her junk look fire, yo. Yo, we got my man Yokio in the building.
Yo, Yokio, what's up, man? This 8 minutes ago, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I see it.
Look at her outfit. That junk look clean, bro.
That shit look fire, bro. And it got a tie. It's like a tie type of
That's
thing.
what I'm saying. And
Yo,
it
she
looks
look
ain't
dope,
yo.
man.
Shut your ass up,
She
bro.
look good too. Listen, man, she look good, man. I'm not gonna sit here and lie, man. Shorty look good.
Tell me that junk look fire, bro.
Her character model crazy, bro. Wow.
You got that's a battle armor, man.
That's what I'm saying.
They out here tripping. These are 4K pictures too.
Yeah, these are high quality. I can tell. These just look great.
At the end of the day, regardless on how the character look, the game looks fun. You know what I mean?
Really good.
The hack and slash look fun. There's a whole bunch of different like game tropes in there, which looks cool. So I'm in there.
Oh yeah, this one definitely pissed people off. This back shot right here.
Oh yeah, that
definitely pissed them off.
Yeah, my man muted the devs.
Yeah, he definitely muted them devs. He ain't trying to see that.
How dare them?
How dare they? Let me get these super chats.
Look at Kisara in Tails. She got her whole ass out in Tails, bro.
That's a fact. That's a fact. She got the
Kisara she got a fatty,
cakes.
yo.
Yo, she got cakes back there. Let me get these super chats. Yo, Henry Heck, man, appreciate you. $5 super chat. He says, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I feel like these cats never been on IG, and they also salty that PlayStation is having all these female MCs. Hey, man, you might be right.
Yo, my IG is toxic. Nothing but cakes. I see all you gamer motherfuckers trying to add me on IG. Instant deny.
My IG is I got a lot of fitness stuff on my IG and like travel shit and stuff like that. But yes,
my IG is cakes. My IG is not safe for work.
Yeah, I would never look at my IG at work. I would
That's
never.
all it's there for.
I would
Even
never.
when I be talking to chicks and they see me scrolling through IG, they'll know like, oh, you know, I know you're not talking no Megan Fox or this Spanish IG model.
nah.
You're not talking.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
nah.
I'm not talking. I'm just looking. I don't overlike them shits. I just look.
Oh no, I would never like the pics, man. That's gas. That's fuel for the head. I'm good.
I be dying, bro. When I see like a somebody from gaming the community try to add me on IG, I'm like, nope.
No, none of that gaming shit. I'm good. We keep that.
I don't got no
we keep
gaming
that-
done
we
on
keep
my
that on
IG,
Twitter. Yo, E Kim, man, appreciate you for the super chat, $5 super chats. If the creators want sexy, let them do sexy. If they want ugly, let them do ugly. These artists deserve the freedom to create what they want. I agree 100%.
Yeah, man.
I agree, man. Yo, Twisted Sin, thank you so much. $5 super chat. He says, this the same dude who literally has naked photos of himself online. Dude needs to shut his mouth. What? Really? What? Damn. What the fuck? How you know?
Yeah, what?
How you know? Hold on, Twisted Sin. What you trying to tell us?
Yeah,
brother?
my man Twisted did his research.
How you know? And then, yo, the Hot Suma, appreciate you so much, man, for the $2 super chat. He said 2B would be a nightmare for him. A2 would break him. Yo, 2B and A2.
Yo, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Ooh, yo, absolutely not. Them characters have put that man in the hospital, man. Talking about.
Yo, A2, 2B. You know what I mean? Oh, what's her name? From there, what you call it, Replicant? Damn, I forgot her name already, yo.
Oh,
Her whole cake's out.
Kaine.
Oh yeah, Kaine. Yeah, her whole cake's out, bruh.
Yo, that's a fact, bro. She is definitely walking around with her whole cakes out.
Yo, how is he playing that game? Is he blocking it? Like what? You know what I mean?
He put a piece of tape over his TV. He put a piece of tape over the TV so he can't see that part.
Hey, yo, Kanye, she legit got nothing like on, like really. You know,
She
it's just
in
the
panties
front.
and a shirt, bro. Panties and a shirt, bro. That shit is and some shoes. Shit is crazy. All right, so I mean, at the end of the day, man, Project Eve. Listen, I'm excited for the game, man. Like, yeah, I seen those ass shots and all that, and you know, Shorty definitely looking right. But when I first seen that gameplay, I was looking at the gameplay. When I seen that trailer, I was looking at the gameplay. That's what I noticed the most, because that's what really pulled me in, not how she looked. Like, yes, that's a bonus, but that's not why I'm buying the game, not at all. And I think for a lot of us, that's not why we purchasing the game. You feel me?
Yeah, we saw this game. We saw this game months ago. You know,
Yeah,
like I
well,
said,
yeah,
Chris put us on. Like we already seen like that. This girl, she looked good. You know what I mean? The time when the gameplay Chris put us on, she was in a different like battle on. She was like in a black or white
All
one.
black,
You know,
yeah.
I think it was like black. It was mostly black. It wasn't a green joint. So.
All right, so let's move on. So final topic, man, Barry, because there's a lot of talk this week within the gaming community about Deathloop, and we know that Deathloop. We know Deathloop has been getting raving reviews from reviewers and whatnot, where it's getting 10 out of 10s, man. It's sitting comfortably at I think
Where is
a
it
90.
sitting at right now?
It might be at an 89 or something right now, but I know like yesterday, or excuse me, earlier in the week, it was sitting comfortably at a 90. And a lot of people were giving it 9s and 10s and 10s and this and perfect scores and whatnot. And but when it came to certain people playing it within the community, I know a lot of people were saying that it was not a game that deserved a 10 out of 10 to them. So it gave me the idea. I was like, you know what, man? Because you know we always talk about, you know, review scores and what games deserve a score of this and that and XYZ, right? So, you know, Barry, let's have a conversation. I'm asking you, break it down for us. What do you consider a masterpiece? A 10 out of 10. What type of boxes does a masterpiece have to check off for it to be a 10 out of 10 perfect score game for you? Break it down for us, Barry.
Yeah, before I give that too, man, I just want to highlight the fact that September we have had a lot of great games that came out just on a critical standpoint. Lost Judgment 84, Tales of Arise 87, Deathloop 88, Tales of Iron 80. Damn, that's a good ass week. Like just in itself, like this last week and this week and the week coming, it's got some good scores coming up there.
I agree.
But for me personally, like a 10 out of 10, the game has to hit me like in an emotional level. Like the story beats have to be like damn well perfect, where I'm just like, yo, I can replay this game regardless if I know all the secrets and stories and all that stuff over and over and over again. The gameplay has to be fun and addicting. And I mean, yes, there's going to be repetitive stuff there, but if the gameplay is fun and addicting, you know what I mean, and the story, I can play that game nonstop. You know what I mean? And another thing that always hits me for a masterpiece is that the music, like the sound and music has to coincide with the story and the gameplay. You know what I mean? But if those three things are nailed, in my personal opinion, and character development, if those three things are nailed, in my personal opinion, like to the highest degree, then I'll give it like a 10 out of 10. You know what I mean? So yeah, like gameplay does matter. It's a huge factor as well because the game ain't fun. You know what I mean? It can't just be the story. Like the stories are great, but the gameplay is not sound. You know what I mean? There's no way I can give that like a 10 out of 10. But if those things are hitting and the music is well hitting, yeah, definitely 10 out of 10 for sure.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to Deathloop, I haven't played Deathloop yet.
Yeah, I haven't.
I have no interest to play Deathloop as of right now because I'm playing Tales of Arise. Well, I was interested in the game regardless because I already pre-ordered and all that stuff. But yeah, one thing I like what people are doing when it comes to Deathloop is the fact that it's not just opinions being said, it's opinions with the gameplay. Oh, let me show you what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Shout out to Strictly. I see Yokio in the chat as well. You know what I mean?
shout out to
Like,
Yokio.
you know what I mean? They putting up the gameplay as well. As far as the things they're talking about, AI is bad. Oh, let me show you a clip on the AI. You know, that's why I like when, as gamers, that's what we should be doing. It's not just giving an opinion and everybody being charismatic and everybody sounding really good and all that stuff. Like, yeah, you gotta line it up with the actual gameplay too. So people are playing the game. They're saying they're not feeling it as much. I don't think people saying the game is a horrible game, but they saying that it doesn't coincide with them as far as review scores. But yeah, a lot of people that saying that haven't beat the game yet. You know what I mean? And that's why I made that video yesterday. Like, yo, we gotta start giving review scores to
Oh, they
stuff
give
that
review
we ain't
scores. The games
complete.
they ain't complete. Yeah, no, you can't do that. It's impressions and impressions or whatever. It ain't no
Yeah, you
review
can give them
score.
impressions. Like right now, yeah, I don't see how there's a 10 out of 10, but
Ain't beat
you
the
can't be
game.
like, yo, so far what I played is a 4 out of 10. It's like, nah, that don't make no sense.
Yeah, no,
That don't make no sense.
you said a lot of what I said, man. I think for me, it kind of depends on the game, how my criteria kind of shifts a little bit, right? But I think universally, the things that really would make a game a 10 out of 10 for me is, gameplay mechanics, right? It is very important for the gameplay mechanics to be on point. If that's not engaging and fun and good, there's no way I could put a game on that high of a scale. Technical prowess. If the game technically ain't set up proper, it's hard for it to be a 10 out of 10 for me personally, right? I love Returnal to death, but the game's not a 10 out of 10 because of what I experienced with my save and all that stuff. It's a 9 out of 10.
Oh, with
The
your,
save
yeah.
stuff and all
You
that.
hurt.
Yeah.
You hurt.
Oh, bro,
You
I
hurt. Yo,
almost-
my man
I
called me
almost-
like, yo, Brian!
Hey, yo, that shit hurt. Yo, that shit hurt me, bro. I didn't play the game for 2 weeks. And I was like, you know what? When people were crying about that easy mode shit, I was like, you know what? Let me hurry up and get this platinum before yeah, let me
Yo,
focus
you know
up
what?
real
You know what's a
quick.
good point, Persona? A lot of
Yeah.
people in the chat saying the AI is dumb, right? It's very funny to me that like a lot of these reviews are not really speaking on the AI when it comes to this game. Are you seeing that as well? Have you seen anybody speak about the AI?
Not review wise, no.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, man. Because
I've seen a couple videos of people like walking like right next to the AI and they're not being spotted. Now to be fair, I've also seen people say the way the AI works is like if you're crouching, it's harder for them to see you, or based on their awareness level, they won't be aware of you as quick. So if they're not aware of anyone being around, they won't really be searching that heavily. But if they're like, say, if you make noise or if you get spotted by one enemy or something like that, then they all go into an aware state, and then that's when they'll kind of notice you quicker. That's what. Now, again, I don't know. I'm only going off what people have said. That I've seen people say on
but
Twitter.
the videos I'm seeing people
that
like
AI look dumb as fuck
standing
from
up,
what I'm seeing.
pointing their gun right next to. We said this during the state of play. It was like, yo, this man threw a grenade and nobody reacted.
That's a fact, bro. Or like, remember when he jumped off that building and landed on the car, and they both watched him do that,
nobody
and they
like
pull out no gun or nothing. And I'm like, bro, like why are they just standing there like that? The man jumped off a building and landed on a car in front of them, and they ain't do shit.
That was weird, man.
I'm like,
because that we was like, yeah, this AI looked like it's kind of dumb. Maybe they playing on easy for the demo.
yeah, but if people
But
are
I'm
saying
hearing that
it's
there's
like
no difficulty. There's no difficulty. choice
exactly.
that you
So
can
if
pick.
people are saying that AI might really just be trash, bro.
It might be that.
That AI might be trash.
AI
Hey, I'm gonna
slow,
keep it a
bro.
stack. Returnal spoiled me when it comes to these roguelites. That Returnal enemy AI was really good.
Yeah, do you think the AI is powered by Microsoft Azure servers?
It might be, no cap. It might be. So gameplay, the technical prowess, again, how the game is made, not buggy, not messed up, glitchy and things like that, story.
Yeah, that does come into play. Yeah, you're right. I agree with you. I add that as well because if a game is buggy, it's very hard for you to be like,
Make
oh,
it
this is a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it can't be a 10 out of 10. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. If it's buggy and glitchy and all that, it's not a 10 out of 10. Now,
Yeah, I agree. I agree with
it
that.
could be a 9 out of 10, but it's not a 10 out of 10. A 10 out of 10 is like perfect across the board, right? Also, real talk, characters. Um, the writing of the characters, man. Like if the writing for characters, it like for example, I'll use Last of Us. I cared about all those characters in Last of Us on Abby's and Ellie's side. Like they did a good job of writing those characters to where I cared about all of them, right? That's 10 out of 10 quality shit right there. You get what I'm saying? Um, the world and things like that. It's a lot of things that make a game a 10 out of 10 masterpiece, but I feel like a lot of people throw those things out there like, oh yeah, this is 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. And then when you play it, it's not of that. And that great, but see, this is the thing, because a lot of people say, oh well, it's my opinion, blah blah blah, and I get that. And Bari, Bari, correct me if I'm wrong, man. I know you'll definitely disagree with me, so I know you'll definitely, check me if I'm not right here. But I feel like when it comes to setting something as a 10 out of 10, there's a universal criteria of check boxes it has to check off. Do you agree? For something to be considered a 10 out of 10?
No, I don't agree because
cool. Right on.
People's opinions are different. Like there's certain people that would look for certain things more than you would look for a certain thing in that game. So to them, that is rated higher for them. But to you were like, oh, I don't care about that. You know what I mean? And like I said, you keep using the Mass Effect thing for Andromeda. That is not the original game.
I get that, but Andromeda was not. Andromeda is what I played, and it wasn't great. Now, Mass Effect 1 through 3 might be great games, and I hear you. But where I started, Andromeda, it's not. That was not good. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but that's not the.
Still a part
that's
of
like
the
saying
game,
that's like saying Resistance is a great series, but you started on the Vita one. So you say, oh, but in my opinion, I don't think it's a good series because.
But where did I say? Wait, hold up. Let me stop you there. Where did I say that Mass Effect was not a good series? I never said that.
No, you just said you said that.
I said Andromeda is not from what I've played, my first experience with Mass Effect was Andromeda. That has put a bad taste in my mouth. Pause. So I'm not.
Yeah, but you're
contesting.
You're contesting people saying that Mass Effect is a good series because you played Andromeda.
Where did I say that? I've never said that. Bro.
But why bring up Andromeda?
Who brought up Andromeda? I never brought up Andromeda. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you did. Didn't you just mention Andromeda earlier?
No, I didn't. What are you talking about?
But nah, that's something that you
go get some Q-tips in the bathroom, God. Clean them ears out.
No,
bro.
that is something that you would bring up in the past, like yo.
Fuck out of here, yo,
we going off reviews and how people view games. Like a lot of people.
No, but I'm not letting you sully my name with that bullshit.
A lot of people say, yo, Mass Effect is a great series, and you said, nah, I think differently because I started with Andromeda and that didn't.
No, I'm not. I'm not about to let you. I'm not about to let you sully my name with that bullshit. Nope.
I'm not sullying your name. This is stuff that you have said, bro.
No, I have not. This is what I'm trying to explain to you. What I've always said is that the series might be good, but from where I started, I'm not too confident because Andromeda was ass, and I always mention Andromeda specifically.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
But I'm not saying that the series is ass. I'm saying that Andromeda isn't good. I didn't play the other ones. I started from Andromeda. They said the series was good, and they said I needed to play Andromeda. I played Andromeda, and it wasn't that good. That is what I said. Same thing with Mass Effect. People swear up and down not Mass Effect, by Fallout. So people swear up and down by Fallout, and I always tell them I started at 4, and 4 wasn't that great to me. It's overrated. It came off overrated. Like, buggy and all this other shit.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that you are bringing up Andromeda, that you played it and you started this, so you're not too keen upon playing the true Mass Effect games because you play Andromeda and it was ass.
Yes, but that's telling not me saying that that's not me saying that Mass Effect 1 through 3 are bad games. I'm saying that with the first impression that I got from Andromeda, my excitement to play the first 3 games isn't that high. I'm not saying that those games in particularly are bad. I'm saying that based off my first impressions, which unfortunately is through Andromeda, my excitement to start from the beginning with this series is not that high.
Okay. But this is why I brought up Resistance. That's like saying, oh, Resistance is a great series, But you saying, "Oh, I started playing the one in the Vita, so I'm not too keen upon playing Resistance. I don't know if it's a good series. You know what I mean? I'm not too hyped to play that. No, you
But
can't
that's
just
based
judge it
off
off of the
first.
one of the Vita.
But that
That's
is
how
based off first
different and stark
impressions.
difference that Andromeda is to like the original trilogy of Mass Effect.
And if someone were to say that, what would be your response? Oh yeah, the Vita one is bad, but the games on the console are much better. You need to try those. The person that's saying that about the Resistance on the Vita is basing their first impression of that off of their enthusiasm to play the other games within the series. What I'm
Yeah,
saying,
but that's what you're doing.
yes, but I'm not saying that those games are bad. I'm saying I'm not as enthused to play those games as opposed to prior to playing Andromeda.
Yeah, but why wouldn't you be enthused if you don't think
Because my
the
first
series is bad
impressions
due to the
of the
one game that
series,
you played?
because my first impressions of the series is Andromeda. I'm not
Yeah,
saying,
so that's what I'm saying.
but I am not saying that that those first 3 games in the series are bad. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying,
I don't know, man. You sound a little political right there,
nah,
man.
I'm not
Yeah.
political at all. I'm telling you exactly what my thought process is with that, and that's it.
That's telling me you don't like the series because you played one
Jesus
game in the
Christ.
series and it was
Oh
bad.
my God.
That's what you're
Oh
pretty
my
much telling me.
God, bro. All right, bro. Like, yo, Mari, you know what I'm trying to say here. You know what I'm saying here. Oh my God, man.
You got it, man. You got it.
No, yeah, I do got it. I do got it because I know what the fuck. I
Hey,
know what
see,
I'm saying.
that's why you can't give these queens do nothing, man.
Yo, man, the Bronx, man, trying to mix up my words, man. Let me get the super chat. Yo, Strictly, appreciate you, man. $10 super chat. He says, my guys pulled up late. You already know my thoughts and reviews and stuff like that. Great show, fellas. Thank you so much, Strictly. Appreciate you, bro.
The Eastern Conference, I disagree with you. He said no game is truly perfect. There's about 5 games I can list that's a perfect game to me.
There's definitely, yeah, I can definitely name 5 games that are perfect, like 10 out of 10s. Yo, Viper Reed, appreciate you. He says high scores now account for easy play. What does he mean by that? Oh.
Oh, the game is easy, so
it's easy, more accessible, easier. I get you.
yeah, cause I feel like one of the reasons why Deathloop probably had like high scores like how it is because how accessible it is to play. Like the AI is dumb. You got they gave you 3 lives for a dumbass AI. Like I don't understand how that worked.
Oh yeah, you do get 3 lives. Even in Returnal, you only get 2 lives. Because if you find the astronaut.
Yeah, the astronaut. Yeah,
get an extra life, but you also could get 200% bars, so you get
you can
life.
technically get 3 if you have the astronaut and if you have like that parasite that like
that revives
it would like stop you from dying kind of thing, like you know what I mean, like
it
you're
survives
not
like a death blow
and that last stand.
Yeah. Ah man, I mean, but Returnal still take more skill. I don't care.
Oh, absolutely.
But yo, man, so that is the show, guys. Another good one in the books. Bari, man, give us your outro, man. Let the people know what you got coming to the channel. And talk to us, man.
Yeah, man. So I'm thinking about doing a beta stream for this Vanguard. You know what I mean? Because you definitely have to got to get my hands on it so I can give a true opinion on the game, even though I gave a true opinion on the game with the alpha. So yeah, probably tomorrow, we'll stream that up. It's not going to be a long stream.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's going to be a 30-minute stream. Trust me when I tell you, it's not.
Yeah, I'll probably do it. The most I'll probably do is like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
It's not going to be good. You're not going to want to play it that long. Moving. I'm telling you, you're not going to want to.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. What I got for now. Everything else, we're going to see how it is, man. Oh yeah, I'm going to be uploading these boss fights. You know what I mean? I can't wait that long, guys. And most of them right now is going to be like the side boss stuff. As far as like the true end game stuff, I'm not going to really upload those yet. I'm going to upload. I'm not going to publish them. So they're going to be like, no spoiler kind of stuff. But I'm also going to be adding like my strategies and stuff towards the boss fights. I just wanted to upload a video and get them off my PS5. But I'm going to start implementing like the strategy stuff as far as how to be like certain bosses. Because some of them are kind of hard. If you're playing on the hardest difficulty, There's definitely some strategies that you got to do,
There's
yo,
also
because
certain
yo,
certain
them dudes can one swipe you, and it's just like, bruh,
yeah, there
you
could
know
be
what I mean?
certain
Just make sure you have max life bottles, you know what I mean, with the 15, because if you don't have that 15 with some of these boss fights, ooh,
Yo, with Almidra, I had to fucking blow the earlier save and buy more because I only had 5. Wait till
yo,
you
and
see. Wait till you
there's
see,
certain
bro.
cues, like if you don't have your boost attack ready, ooh,
Oh yeah,
ooh,
you gonna get
ooh,
walk. Yo, with her,
ooh, ooh, ooh.
I had to make sure my boost attacks was ready because I'm not
So
waiting.
Renwell is so clutch with
Yes,
her,
sir.
but
Yes, sir.
yeah, man, I'm enjoying that game a lot. So you're gonna see a lot of like you might see like a video review from me with that game when I fully complete it. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it, man. Great show as usual. Definitely appreciate everybody that came through and supported the channel, man, hitting the like button. Subscribing, all the new subscribers, all the people that hit the super chat stuff. We appreciate that, guys. And yo, trust me, we got big things coming when it comes to What's Up PlayStation podcast. So get ready for all of that stuff because in due time we're going to be announcing them, and in due time we're going to start implementing them, yo. So
Facts.
get ready for all that, man. Thanks for the support, guys. PlayStation Nation, the Royal Order of the Pegasus Nation. We appreciate you guys, man. We out.
Facts. Yo, listen, man. Shout out to all of you in the chat, man. I really appreciate you. We appreciate you guys and girls so much that come through and support the show and like the stream, like the podcast, shares it out, and things like that. It just comes through every Saturday morning, man. I think it's a routine now. Y'all can't start your Saturday mornings off without the WUPS crew, which is really good, man. Really appreciate it. Good show this week. Good news, good topics, good conversation. I always say it because I mean it. I always look forward to the Saturday morning podcast with Bari. Because it's a time me and him to get together, talk gaming, crack jokes, and chop it up with you guys, right? So, really appreciate y'all so much. So as for me, I'll definitely be posting up some more boss fights between today and tomorrow. I'm gonna be honest. I'm really am addicted to this game. I put about 50 hours into it already. I've been playing a lot, and I'll be playing all day today. So I'm working on I want to get the platinum, which is funny. I'm only like 12-15% to the with the trophies, but I want to get this platinum. I'm getting this platinum for sure. And that's it for me. I think in terms of content, when Persona speaks, obviously next week. I'm pretty sure there'll be some good news that drops. So we'll be able to. Actually, there's some news this week that I wanted to talk about this week, but I've been so like into gaming, and just posting up the boss fights and really just trying to play games. So like this week, I ain't really wasn't in the mood to do too many shows outside of my show that I did at the beginning of the week. So, you got more gaming content for me this past week, but next week we'll definitely do a couple shows. And yeah, man, listen, I appreciate y'all. Please be safe. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your week next week. Be safe. And we'll see you next Saturday. Same time, same place, same crew, the WUPS crew. And like Barry said, yeah, we really do got a lot of great stuff in the works. Wait till we not make this announcement with this one. y'all gonna be on fire when y'all hear this one. Trust me. But with that being said, guys, be safe. We'll see you guys next Saturday. We out. Peace.